All right, guys, we are here today. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Zeke? Dragos, Yee, Jonathan, Jason, Rooftop, Lee, Vegas, Gene, Edson, Kaltenberg, Other J, Rooftop, Deckers, my dad's account, Gamer Freak, F, Brian, K, Arcane, Wanna Be a Trader, Keegan, Clint, Old Hack, E.T., Big Slum, Ava. Good morning, good morning. Mickey, hey, what's up? Alan, my guy, what's up, dude? Tony Tone, Cho, Charlotte, Robert, Weather Connection, One Love, Dragos. Good morning here, guys. Honestly, freaking look at AMD and MU, dude. Look at MU, bro. What a freaking wild move. Does MU hold? It's memory. So I think it has more of an argument for holding than some other stuff. But like, look at MU right here, dude. MU, crazy, crazy. MU up to $965, $966 right now. Hit 977s early on the day. So memory is running. SanDisk up huge at 1639.75 here. So SanDisk is running very, very large. Kind of a crazy move today, man. Memory, AI. The bad news is for NVIDIA, though. Here's NVIDIA right here. NVIDIA's not quite doing as hot as some of these other stocks. They're at 216s. They're still over 200. But they definitely are not loving life as much as like AMD and MU. Oil has fallen all the way down to $90. It broke under $90. It hit 89s. So here's WTI crude oil has fallen all the way down here, all the way down to $90. Kind of crazy, honestly. And I don't really see any big news to justify this. Like, there's not any crazy news. Like, yeah, both sides are kind of talking about potential peace deal, but it's not like we have any finalized peace deal through this. You know, so we don't really have any finalized deal yet. It's looking a little bit more optimistic, and I think markets are getting baked into that potential thing. We did have a couple different reports here. We had the 30-year mortgage rate show up at 6.65% this morning. We had PDD post earnings, but gold, if you take a look at it here, is down. Gold is one of the things falling down here. And this is just falling down probably because, you know, yields are going down. If we take a look at yields this morning, yields have fallen today, which is still kind of strange. Actually, no, yields are actually up a little bit today, but if you look at them over the last few days, yields have had a tough time, and they have fallen pretty significantly over the last week. Maybe gold is down from that, but yeah, gold is not liking life here. News flows are quiet, though, and so we're not really seeing too much news here, to be honest. Like, we're not seeing a lot of stuff to drive this, in all honesty. Micron is at $960 something, up another 6+% on top of yesterday's almost 20% rip up. That's 27% in 36 hours for Micron. Look at this move. It's a crazy freaking move for Micron. We're at an hour 24, still buying. Watch the $1,000 round number here. $1,000 round number on MU makes sense to pay attention to. AMD is also up to $500+ here. Look at AMD. Crazy move for AMD as well. You know, you zoom out on AMD's move. A lot of people are basically saying people are adjusting into different AI companies outside of NVIDIA. And I'm not really disagreeing with that. Oil is bleeding the war premium, though. So again, oil down to $90 a barrel. Does the market hold today? When will the bulls stop is my question for the chat. Yeah, so one of the things that Iran did say overnight is that enriched uranium is not on the agenda for current talks. That's been the wall blocking every previous deal. So I think markets are essentially getting priced into maybe more optimism on a deal here is what this is. Yeah. What's up, Stefan? Mama Pawn, Toxic, Kato, Bogdan. Are we entering a bear market? Bro, if you ask me that again, you're banned for life. Dude, banned for life. What's up, checkerboard? What's up, Ruben? $1,000 end of day for MU? Yeah, you might be right. Bro, I bought physical gold all in at 5,100, and now gold is 4,400. Yeah, but brother, if you're buying gold here, you should understand something about gold, which is that short term, You have no freaking idea what gold is going to do short term. Look, I spilled coffee on myself this morning, guys. I spilled coffee. Like, look at this.
You
I got up this morning.
it, but
I know, dude. Honestly, I woke up this morning. Made my cup of coffee, bro. The top of the coffee pot just fell off. Just psh, coffee flowed everywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I blame you, Britt. It's your fault, dude. Definitely your fault.
Totally.
Is it time to buy MU where we're at now, though, guys? That's what you get for being early. I know. That's why I was late. I spilled coffee. MU shortable after a 27% pump. I mean, it's shortable. Put options are there. I mean, at the opening bell, you can't buy them now. I'm not telling you to buy. I would never tell you to buy put options on MU right now. Honestly, not until we see some confirmation, I think. MU is memory, though, is what you have to understand. And so, MU is memory. And memory has been running. SanDisk, if you look at SanDisk, crazy. And so we're back to looking at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq consistently breaking all-time highs. New all-time highs are just under 30,300. I'm just going to point this out here. Look at the dip to the 200 exponential volume weighted average price level. You know? So, like, look at this dip level here. Where's my fancy pin? This is why I watch the 200 exponential and the volume weighted average price. Is because look at that dip. Exactly down to that level. Exactly down. 30,000's right here. And so we are very close to some major milestone levels. And, yeah. Interesting market for sure. Why AMD going crazy? I think people are just... The stories I heard is that people are just gravitating away from... Maybe that's the other. People are transitioning away from NVIDIA to others. And AMD is that other one. It's probably the next big one. And so, again, Taiwan stock market surged to its highest level on record, now up another 50% this year. If you look at TSM is another one of the big winners here. So you can see TSM up to 430s right now, guys, 430s. So Taiwan now has the 5th largest stock market in the world right now. We also had IRGC Navy, which is Iran's Navy, say passage of, quote, hostile countries, vessels through the Strait of Hormuz is still prohibited. And so, yeah, we did get that news earlier. They said 23 vessels have passed through the Strait of Hormuz so far, and the passage of other vessels will continue in the coming hours. Arabic sources also came out saying an Iran-U.S. agreement is possible in, quote, some weeks here. Some weeks. Now, the issue I have with this is that we have heard this, about 100 times. We've heard this. Nasdaq is starting to care less, I think. Oil is down, though, which is good. And I think markets are pricing in. Now that we've heard about a deal getting done consistently over the last few days, markets are now just kind of pricing in much more optimism, much more risk on. In that regard, like markets are pricing in much more bullishness, obviously. And what that means is that if we do not get a deal done, if we get some type of announcement that the deal did not end up happening, obviously that's going to correct markets back down, I think, a little bit here if that happens. Again, I'm not saying that happens. I'm just saying I'm looking at all the possibilities here. But man, AMD 513s right now. MU 960s here for MU 960s. S&P 500, we can look at the E-mini futures contract, 75.60s, all-time high 75.70 roughly here on the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 at all-time highs. The Nasdaq is at all-time highs. Another story of the market here is small caps. So here's the Russell futures contract. It's up to 29.43 here, 29.43. And I did read an article this is from Yahoo Finance, that investors are hunting for AI winners in small caps, U.S. tech stocks. So, portfolio manager for Lazard U.S. Systemic Small Cap Equity ETF said the AI trade has broadened quite materially. Small caps have become a real part of the second and third order of AI, essentially saying that smaller tech companies can offer improving earnings prospects and cheap valuations related to AI overvaluations that we're seeing in markets right now. And so maybe there's some value there. If you like any of those, let me know. I'll take a look at them. But yeah, market is going. Russell is flying. Yeah, look at the Russell here, guys. Russell up to almost 3K. We need a fall. You only have to put AI in your name for your stock to pump. Can I ask you though? Yes, we get a deal, but isn't the damage already done? I mean, inflation already made a comeback. So Mario has a good question here, and again, let's talk about it. Let me see if I can pull. I don't think I can pull your question up, but let me pop this chat out so I can actually pop out some of these questions here. And we'll turn this on so that the questions actually come through now. But yeah, so that's a good question. The thing to understand is that, number one, it's still going to be some time until we go back to the pre-flow state of oil, even if a deal is signed. So even if we get a deal done, oil's still going to be somewhat elevated. And depending on the details of this deal, which from what I've heard is going to include the straight going back to like it was, which I think is much better than like Iran charging tolls and stuff like that. If we get that type of deal, I think oil will settle. It's going to take some time still, but oil will settle and inflation will settle because of it. If we get a real deal done, not a ceasefire, but like a real deal done. Even still, it's going to take time. So we will still deal with lingering inflation. With that said, though, look at the Russell fall down here real quick, guys. Look at the Russell fall down. I was looking at the Nasdaq to see if the Nasdaq was dipping. The S&P's kind of dipping kind of fast too here, though. Hold on. So here's the S&P futures contract, the ES here.
Yeah, the Nasdaq's trying to fall, but it seems like it's kind of fighting it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tape. I don't see anything yet. Yeah. Okay, so I see Mohsen Zangani, a member of the Parliament's Planning and Budget Committee, spoke about the course of negotiations with the U.S. and said, "We are not discussing the principle of enrichment itself, but rather the details, such as the enrichment percentage, which they believe must be limited." Okay, so this just came out. Can I put this on screen? Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm showing on screen here, which is... Yeah, so a member of the Parliament's Planning and Budget Committee spoke about the course of negotiations with the U.S. We are discussing the principle of enrichment itself, but rather the details, or we are not discussing the principle of enrichment itself, but rather the details such as the enrichment percentage, which they believe must be limited. So that just came out maybe a minute or two ago. We also, okay. U.S. bank SoFi officially opens access to its own crypto stablecoins for 15 million users. But that's what I'm showing right now. Could be the news driving this, but real inflation data will come in June and July from higher oil prices. Yeah, Britt's here. He's been quiet the last few days. Hasn't been speaking much, I know. Yeah, I know. Yell at him, chat. Yell at him.
Much to say.
Yeah.
Also, I'm kind of playing, kind of trading a little bit right now too.
Good morning. Just woke up. What happened? Nothing really happened. I mean, markets are just kind of markets right now. I think oil is interesting. Oil's at 90.70s. I'm looking at some trades to get involved with here, but the Nasdaq consistently presses all-time highs. It's hard to short this. It really is. Like I think, like I said yesterday, there's more potential reward on the downside, but Nasdaq might just not stop. Look, Nasdaq looks like it's going to break all-time highs again. It's very close. Here's all-time highs right here. On the NQ futures contract, we are up to 30,287. Brit shopping for that new Ferrari EV.
Yeah, right.
Mortgage data was bearish.
It did look kind of like a little bit like a skyline from the back. Not much though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm showing the NBA 30-year mortgage rate showed up at 6.65%. That is higher than last time. I think last time was like 6.56 or 6.55. So we scoffing. Brit, imagine pulling out the Iran deal just to make a deal. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like that, but yeah, I understand. Yeah, again, yields have been falling mostly on optimism about a potential ceasefire.
Sam meant that my volume is quiet, not like he can barely hear me. I don't know if everybody's having that trouble, but...
Oh, here, I can turn Brit up. Hold up. I got too many windows up here, man. There we go. That's better. Alright, so I'm going to turn the music down. I'm going to turn Brit higher. Alright, Brit.
Testing.
You're still pretty low. You're still pretty low. Hold on.
What the heck?
Yeah, I was doing a video yesterday, so it should probably just be editing the video. Alright, speak now, Brit.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
That's better. Not quite as loud as me. Hold on. I'll put you a little bit higher. There. What about now?
Hello. I'm not going to keep saying testing, which sounds stupid, but hello. Do
testing. You know, give me a freestyle, Brit. Alright, you're pretty good now.
Okay.
Alright, guys. What is there to buy right now? What is there to buy? It's fine. What's up, Scottish Crypto? Kato, he's still low. He should be better. Hey, John, I recently started to get into options. What's your take on options? I'm actually loving it. Options can be powerful. All right, Nasdaq just broke all-time highs again. We're at 296s right now, 296s. So Nasdaq broke all-time highs. S&P, let's take a look at this. Not quite at all-time highs. Russell, which is another big one today, 29.42. I'm sure the VIX is down. Yeah, 16s. Soxel flying up with the microchip ETF. Look at Soxel right here, 250s for SOXL. Yeah, I think options are interesting. It just depends. Like options, just be careful with 0 day till expiry, 0 DTE options. Those are really, really risky. You could day trade them, but they're really, really risky. It depends on what you're trying to do. You know, like if you're trying to take swing trades or longer term trades, options can be good. If you're trying to day trade them, you just gotta, with options, you have to know and understand the nuance behind trading them. And what I mean by nuance is you gotta understand the Greeks. You gotta understand the Greeks and how they impact your options. Also, you know, selling options can be a situation in which you make money, lose everything selling options. And so people get involved and they start making money selling options, and then eventually, you know, they get one bad one that runs, and you know, it turns into a dumpster fire. So just be careful. You know, you can do it, but you got to know what you're doing. So just make sure that's one of those markets you better study. Oil starting to fade a little bit here, though.
Oh yeah, it is. But I mean, that was after a climb too.
Yeah.
So are you using the same headset from yesterday, like the secondary backup headset?
No, I'm using my main when I charged it.
I'm just getting a lot of static.
Are you? Do you guys hear static or no static? It might just be on your end.
Maybe.
Wheel strategy. What will you be trading today? I'll be trading mostly the Nasdaq and the S&P futures. Maybe oil or gold futures if we get some good setups there. But I'll be trading probably Nasdaq NQ futures. I'm trading on a 150k funded Lucid account. Yeah, no static. Okay, thank you, chat. What's up, blood? No sound issues. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good to go here, guys. We're good to go.
Gold and silver are tanking. Or, I mean, are they down from what you talked about just a minute ago?
Well, no, gold has been tanking all morning here. It's probably just from falling yields, markets getting priced into a ceasefire or end of the conflict, and so oil is driving gold to fall down because lower oil means less inflation, and less inflation means lower yields, and lower yields, and you know, I don't know. Actually, no, that would be opposite. Yeah. Gold might go up with yields, actually, or no, gold would go down. Gold might go up if yields go down because less people buy bonds and more in turn buy gold. So gold doesn't really have any news around why it's dropping, actually, now that I think about it. I really don't know why gold's down. There's not really any big news story driving gold's sell-off. If you guys know why gold is fading down, let me know, chat. But yeah, the big story of the day in markets is MU, which is at a freaking ridiculous level. MU, guys. 970s right now. This thing's up 30% in like a day or two.
You think that's sustainable?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We could look at other memory stocks like SanDisk and see SanDisk earnings reported on SanDisk a couple months ago, and SanDisk was at like $700, $650, $700 a share. SanDisk is now over 100% higher than that just in a month or two. It's at literally 16s right now, or yeah, it's at 1637 for SanDisk. And so in terms of, you know, what's driving this is memory prices, of course. You know, memory prices are what's pushing these things higher. Yeah, so memory prices, if anybody's tried to buy memory lately, you understand memory prices are pretty high. And with the AI and data centers and everything going on, they're going to need a lot of memory to power it. And so supply and demand, these memory stocks have been just flying. Nasdaq broke all-time highs, but it's starting to dip a little bit here. It's starting to wiggle down. It went up to almost 30,300. It's now at 276s right now on the Nasdaq here. So it's still starting to fade some. Yeah, so, you know, you got to think, like, the AI build out is here, and it needs memory. You know, MU is the only major US-based memory manufacturer. So it's the world's third largest memory chip maker. It produces DRAM and NAND. It is one of the big suppliers of HBM memory, which is what NVIDIA's GPUs use. And so if you don't have that high bandwidth memory, HBM memory, AI accelerators don't function. And so just they're a critical aspect of the AI supply chain and hardware. And yeah. One of the catalysts is yesterday a UBS analyst raised the price target from 535 on MU to 1625, a 204% hike. Yeah, we have people are saying this is why it's different. They say long-term supply agreements with partially fixed prices. It's the structural break. Historically, memory was a brutal commodity cycle, which we'd have a price spike, companies would build capacity, glut crushes prices, and then bankruptcies. But AI has kind of rewritten that math. Hyperscalers like Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon need so much HBM memory that they're signing big multi-year contracts at locked-in prices. So yeah, SanDisk is up crazy, MU is up crazy. We'll see where they stop. NVIDIA, again, not really doing that hot. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's green on the day. Don't get me wrong for NVIDIA, but it's only down to 216. It's only up to 216s. So it's not like AMD, MU, or some of the other competitors. Yeah, does memory go higher here, guys? How is NVIDIA still up if they look if they're looking into other semiconductors like AMD and MU? I mean, AMD's a little different. MU is memory. I would say AMD is more of a true competitor to NVIDIA than MU. But, you know, AMD's up big too. Again, it's just rotation. It's just rotation outside of some of what many people would call the alpha hardware AI stock in NVIDIA and into MU and stuff like that. That's what this is. It's just a rotation. Yeah, so the Nasdaq is now dipping down. I kind of want to buy this dip here, guys. But right now we have this trend specifically on the NQ. And maybe I'll look for like a break of structure here and see what happens. But this kind of looks like a break of structure. We'll see. Short-term chart. Put a 5-minute chart up. Look at this. But Nasdaq breaking down a little bit under this short-term trend we've had over the last 45 minutes or so. Why is my phone beeping?
I don't know.
Britt, why is it beeping, bro?
I'm just trying to get your attention, I guess.
AMD doesn't make half the money NVIDIA makes. Yeah, 100%. You know, absolutely. AMD is up more from CPU demand. Yeah. Yeah, TSM is up big too. Again, you look at TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. 430s. Crazy. Crazy. Market strict this last week, the 2-day quantum pop. Yeah, did quantum sell off, Sorrel? Here's Rigetti. Yeah, it did. It's too early, bro. It's too early. I mean, it didn't really sell off that much, but I'm scared to buy quantum. Like, we had this big pop. It didn't really sell off too much. I'm scared to buy quantum right now. So we will see, but I'm kind of scared to buy quantum. I don't know if I like it. Is it time to buy quantum, chat? Yes or no? Put it up in chat right now. Let yes or no. Also, join our Discord. Every day we post a morning market brief where we talk about the biggest things going on in markets. We detail it live. Join, support the channel. We appreciate it. Do it now. No, it's not time to buy quantum.
Why not?
No, yes and no. It's time to buy soup. No, too speculative. No, wait. Space is about to go up with SpaceX. I think it's fine. As a small high risk position. I kind of agree with that, Nick. Dollar cost average long term. I only trust IBM when it comes to quantum. That's fair, Sorrel. Not time for quantum. I wouldn't. Yes, DCA. I don't mind the DCA. You know? Quantum is a myth. In the land of quantum. I bought Google and IBM for quantum. That's fair. I think that's safer. You know, buying the big boys. Buying the big boys in regards to quantum. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Drago says it's too late. I think it's too early for quantum. I think if quantum is that next big thing, it's probably a little bit too early. No? 3 weeks ago was the time to buy quantum. How do you feel about Take-Two Interactive? It's gonna have to do with GTA, maybe. You know, like GTA. If GTA comes out when they say it's coming out, which who freaking knows when that's gonna be? I think Take-Two is gonna fly, as long as there's not any crazy amount of problems with it. But yeah, that's what I think regarding Take-Two. I don't hate it, and I'm ready to play GTA. You know,
Still play 5. It's still fun.
Yeah, 5 is fun. It's just I'm ready for a new one.
Me too.
I can't type this morning. TTWO. Yeah, GTA will print money. Yeah, I agree with you, John. Google is huge. Of big tech, who do you think runs this week? Google, Amazon, Microsoft. I don't know. Where's Microsoft at this morning? Microsoft is a little slow. It's hard to tell which ones are going to run. Google. Yeah, all good, Mike. I appreciate the question, brother. John is the type of guy who obeys traffic laws in GTA. Rigetti. Yeah. Rigetti at 24s. I don't know, man. I'm too nervous about this. I played Halo last night. Yeah, I played Halo with Britt yesterday, too. Britt is what I call an angry gamer.
Oh, I'm definitely an angry gamer.
Britt is an angry gamer, bro. Like, you know, Britt's
I
angry.
get so mad.
Yeah.
I don't stay mad though. You know, like I get mad in the moment.
Yeah. Let me do a poll here this morning, guys. That's right. Let's do a poll.
What are you gonna ask if they're all angry gamers?
Are you an angry gamer? Let's do favorite prop firm. We don't really have any big news today. Or we can do one about AMD MU. What do you guys think? Give me some questions for the poll. And you will get praise if you get a good question out there. What are some good questions for the poll, guys? Let me know. Nasdaq.
Popping up and then dropping down.
Yeah, it's wiggling a little bit here. We did just get a little wiggle from the Nasdaq here. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Britt throws the controller. No, he just gets mad. You know?
Yeah, I haven't thrown the controller since I was like 30. You know?
Yeah, I've thrown some controllers. Don't get me wrong. My son has too. You know, I can't really get too upset with it. But I've thrown some controllers. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely broke a couple of like Sega Genesis controllers when I was a kid.
Some dude new to this channel. You watch it often? Oh. Pars? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Do I watch the channel often? Sometimes. You know?
John goes back and rewatches the daily streams just because he's so great.
Yeah, just because I love to see this beautiful face here, bro.
No.
I'm not a controller thrower. Here, we'll do an easy poll today. Do you throw video game controllers? There you go. Poll is now live, guys. Poll is now live. Vote. Do you throw video game controllers?
Wait, is this retroactive or just like do I throw controllers now?
This is just do you throw them in general? This is just a generalized statement. Nasdaq break it down here. We did break the little mini trend.
Will Brit be green today? I don't know about the end of the day, but I'm green right now.
Yeah. I don't even use controllers anyway. What do you use, your mind? S&P, yeah.
Brain.
Yeah. S&P is falling down here, guys. Look at S&P. S&P dipping down to 75.53s right now. Only the Wii controller. That's fair. Mostly keyboard and mouse. A lot of mice went to heaven. No mouse and keyboard. Dude, I can't do the PC, bro. I can't do the PC. I had a friend that had, what's Counter-Strike? I had a friend that played Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike was fun on a computer. But it's a little bit too easy to aim. It's almost cheap. It's like, you know. You can't launch a remote these days. Yeah. I've broken a few mouse in my days, though. Oh, dude. Mouse have gotten slammed, you know. I don't play games. Yeah. I use controllers on the PC. Have you broken a monitor? No, I've never broken a monitor. Not intentionally. I may have broken this big. I went and bought this 49-inch ultra wide monitor, and I'm not saying what I'm about to say happened. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. This is all allegedly. You know, it's not. You know, I'm not saying it happened, but I may have opened this monitor wrong in the box. Maybe. I probably didn't. I think it was just broken to begin with, but I may have opened this box wrong in the super expensive $1,000 plus monitor that I have, and it didn't work when I plugged it in. And you know, so naturally I brought it back to Best Buy and was like, hey dude, your monitor's broken, and they gave me a brand new one, and I opened it up much more delicately the next time.
Were you beating on it with a hammer the first time?
Dude, no, dude, this thing's heavy. It's weird. It's a weird monitor. It's fragile. It's fragile. You know, basically it's fragile.
Oh, okay.
I love this day. What's up, Sean? I can see that, man. Yeah, I've never punched a monitor in anger, though. Not really. Yeah, look, guys. ES, is it time to buy this pullback, though? MU is breaking highs again. Look at Micron. It's at 979 is the new all-time high in Micron. Now, these are not actual market hours yet. We got to wait until 9:30. Yeah. We got to wait until 9:30, but...
You've never punched a monitor in anger, huh, John? Just for fun, then?
No, I've never punched a monitor in anger. You know me, Britt. I'm not an angry gamer, dude. I'm not an angry gamer. You know?
It's true. John doesn't usually get angry, but when he does, it's not very impressive. So, you know, whatever.
I mean, I get, you know, I'm a happy gamer, bro. I don't put too much. See, the key, Brit. Oh, wait. Iran's Bagheri says Iran and Oman are negotiating a new procedure for ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz with conditions set to differ from the before conflict over Iran began, according to IRNA. They said no agreement is reached until all issues are agreed. Iran's enriched uranium reserves are not on the negotiation agenda. I don't know if this is going to be negatively impacting markets. It doesn't look like it. Who said this? Okay.
You did.
I mean, I know I said it, but if you decided to become a competitive gamer, you get angry. I'm just not good enough at any games to become a competitive gamer.
I'm not either. Like, I wish I was. I'm pretty good, you know, and I was better when I was younger. It's better than most people, but like just never top tier.
Yeah, like look. I'm good at Halo. I'm okay at Call of Duty, you know. I liked Rainbow Six and all the other games, but I was never good enough at them. Yeah, this was said by Iran's Bagheri. He said Iran and Oman are negotiating a new procedure for ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz with conditions set to differ from the before the conflict over Iran began, according to IRNA. Yeah, this isn't really impacting things, though. Markets are just... I don't know if markets care at this point in time. Oil's down. Yeah.
Most gamers are nerds. How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a nerd. That's fine. I mean, I accept that.
I mean, that stereotype kind of started to end with our generation.
It really did, bro. You know, like most people play video games.
Yeah. Now, if you
Looks
wanna
like
go back to,
consolidation.
people right before us, then yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like Gen
Yeah,
X, definitely nerdy. Definitely nerdy.
Oh yeah.
No offense to Gen X.
I like how you caught yourself there.
Yeah, I got 50% for Tradeify for being in the cup. And again, guys, you can use my coupon code BGT at checkout. And if you were in the Tradeify cup, you get 50% off Tradeify right now. I got the email. Is it time to buy anything? I just don't know if there's worth anything buying right here. Nasdaq very close to highs of the day, but I think the 30,000 optimism isn't there anymore. I mean, we're over 30,000, so you know we're making some moves here, but I think the optimism over 30K is kind of gone. Like we're not really, we don't really have that big pull dynamic where we have that big round number of 30K. One of the things I'm looking at is MU to break 1,000. I think MU breaking 1,000 will be interesting. So we're at 981s right now. $1,000 is right over us. It's right here. So I think MU breaking 1,000 might be interesting. Yeah. Halo's my favorite show on Netflix. I never watched it. Britt watched it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, like, as long as you watch it without imposing, you know, like
your
stuff from the
Halo
game
knowledge.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was not. It didn't follow the lore. Like, and I don't like that. So I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a nerd, but it was good though. Like if you just view it as a standalone thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Does MU break $1,000 today, guys? I'm gonna say yes. It's so close to it that I think MU breaks $1,000 today. But who freaking knows? Like I want it to. I believe it can, but. All right, guys. Does MU break $1,000 today? Yes or no in chat? Heck yeah, yes. No on the 1,000. No Kim. No 1,000. No 1K. All the people trying to short MU are gonna push it above 1,000. Yeah, I think so as well. 100% it does. Yeah, man. Yes, but will it hold? Who would short MU right now? I'm not shorting MU right now, bro. I'm not. Look, that's not what I'm doing here. You got those people that are like, ooh, this is at all these big levels. Let's short it. I never understood that. You're shorting one of the strongest assets in the world right now. You know? And so I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that tries to short all-time highs like that. I think that's a really risky move, and I think you're trading against momentum. You know, really risky move trading against momentum. Lee says a weird thing. I'm not sure why this is happening. Gold went down and rates went lower in the same time. Shouldn't that be rotation? Gold down when rates go up? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. We don't really know why gold is dropping so much right now. Like, one of the dynamics, and gold can kind of follow macro markets right now. But what's weird is that gold is following oil to a certain extent today, which is interesting. Where's Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin and gold can kind of trend with each other. Is Bitcoin down? Yeah, Bitcoin's kind of fading down with it, which is even more interesting here. If you look at Bitcoin, here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of fading into this as well here. Chat. So Bitcoin is dipping. Look at it. So Bitcoin fading here as well. I don't really know why this is happening. You know, what Lee's talking about is you'll get rotation into gold as yields go down. Why does this happen? This happens because when yields go down, investors make less on bonds. You know, because the yields are less. You know, so like if yields fall from just to give you an example, if yields fall from 5 to 4%. Investors are making less in bonds. They're making 4% versus what they were making previously at 5%. And so they sometimes will sell their bonds and buy gold because they're earning less yields in bonds. That dynamic doesn't seem to be the case, though. Yields are down for sure over the last 5 days. If we look at gold over the last 5 days, gold is down. Although the drop in gold mostly started this morning. Like, look at gold fall, right? So gold is actually crashing down a little bit here. It's at 44.55. right now. So we're not really seeing that rotation into gold from falling yields. And, you know, Bitcoin, which can trend with gold, is down as well here. So Bitcoin is all the way down to 75s right now. So not quite breaking down as much as gold is. You can see gold kind of crash right here. But
where's gold priced at right now?
I'm very tilted. My gold falling and Micron ripping. Yeah. We're seeing some movement here. Gold will go down as the dollar becomes a flight to safety. Yeah, the dollar's kind of flat on the day, though. It's not really moving much at all. What'd you say, Britt? Sorry.
I was just asking where gold is right now.
Gold is it's future symbol GC, Britt. So gold is at futures 44.61. All the money's going into semiconductors. Plausible. I mean, semiconductors, you know, they are up pretty significantly here. Look at semis. A lot of people are just waiting for
significantly.
What?
For the last Nasdaq's dropping pretty good over the last few minutes.
Oh yeah, it is fading down. We had a break of the structure here a little bit, and now we're down to 250s. We'll see if we end up holding, but let me see if there's any news. I don't think there's any news, but let me check.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything either.
So I see U.S. CENTCOM, a Seahawk helicopter approaches USS Delbert after patrolling the Arabian Sea in support of the blockade against Iran as of May 27th. Commercial vessels have been redirected to ensure compliance. The U.S. redirected 109 commercial vessels in the Iran blockade, according to CENTCOM. 13.1% of U.S. credit card balances are delinquent for 90-plus days, the highest since 2011, according to the New York Fed. I don't really see anything else coming out here.
Russian Urals supplying oil to Turkey. I don't see much else.
None of this is like a crazy big pullback short term, so this could just be, you know, a retracement from all-time highs here.
Yeah.
You know, we are in a trend here. I wouldn't mind buying this dip in the Nasdaq, just kind of riding the trend up. Should I? I'll try a small trade here. A small trade. Let's see. And then again, I'm trading on my 150K Lucid account. George, what are you doing, bro? And you're counting down the timer until you're banned. All right, so here's the Nasdaq. I might take a little trade here. I don't mind 50s. I didn't end up getting in here. I'm gonna wait. I only banned him for 10 seconds, so he could probably still talk. He said buy the dip and squeeze the shorts. I think he was trying to bring like a, you know, like we can do it. Let's squeeze the shorts. Or maybe he's talking about MU. Let's see. With $1,000. No, he's not. There he could have been. Alright, guys. I didn't end up buying it yet. I kind of wanted to. I just didn't. Not yet. John, you a softie? I know. Only 10 seconds, bro. I only banned it for 10 seconds. Look at this big retracement real quick. Hold on. Did S&P futures break all-time highs just now? No. Bro. The Capacity ladder's good, but it's not good on break induce. Alright, I'm gonna buy this dip right here. 2 contracts. We're gonna keep it really small. We're gonna add to it if we go green. Let's see if we get a rebound back up here. We have 4. We might add a little bit more here. What's your confluence to think it goes up? Well, I mean, I'm looking at previous support, decent pullback, around all-time highs, a lot of optimism, and I'm going to start small. I also can use a risk level under the 250 area, and so reward target can be a good risk reward, I guess is my point. But what this is just a little feeler trade. I'm starting small, and then I'll add to it if it goes in my favor here. But reasonable pullback, upward trend, bottom of the range, previous confirmed support around where we are now at 254s. But it's small. Yeah, gold is puking. No, we don't have any data today. No data today, guys. Yeah, gold is kind of sketchy. What's your confluence the last few weeks? Yeah, the last few weeks, dude. I mean, when will the bull stop, bro? When will the bull stop? We don't have any economic data today. Not really. The economic data starts tomorrow. It's a shortened holiday week. So, like, tomorrow we have... Wait. Tomorrow we have jobless claims. I thought it was all Friday. So, Friday we have PCE and GDP data. And then next week is basically packed full of economic reports. So, like, next week we have... Hold on, let me put my P&L up on the screen here real quick. Hold on, guys. Yeah, next week we basically have a jam-packed session full of economic reports. Wait, what is it? Do I press Alt? Okay, that's what it is. Look, I'm going to put the P&L right here. All right, so we're in. I'm going to add some more to this if we can. But I need a little bit more green, but I'll add some more to this on the bounce if we can. Perma bull? I mean, I think if there's any time to be a perma bull, it's right now. Shoot, man, I got a lot of jokes. Oh, bad joke, bro. That's, you know. All right, so we're back up here. You get a little retracement. I'm going to add some to this. We have 6 contracts now. Gonna give it some time. I'm gonna set a stop loss now. There we go. Into this pop, I'm gonna immediately sell some. And then sit on the rest with 4. Set a stop loss there. Try to let it work some. Give it some time. So core PCE is not tomorrow, it's Friday. So Friday we have PCE inflation and GDP data. And then next week we have... Oh, we have the ADP weekly jobs report today. I forgot completely about this. We have the ADP weekly report coming out today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to move markets here, but... I'm going to slowly start to scale out of this more here, guys. So we are out of most of this here. I'm going to move my stop up to close to break even now on the remaining position here. And now just leave it. Let it work. So what this is, Pars, is this is a futures funded account program. So this is a 150K funded account on Lucid. So they give you a demo. They test your skill with a demo. You pass the test, they fund you between 50K, 25K, up to 150K, 90% split. And so if I build up 2K in profit, as long as I'm following their rules. Did I get a sub notification? Hey, thank you. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Thank you, brother. If I build up 2K in profit following their rules, I can withdraw 90%, take my profit, and run. And so that's what this is right here. I'm going to get out another piece of this and just leave it mostly break even on the last one. Looks like I got out of this one right in time. I'm just trying to build up a small cushion. That's a red candle for sure, man. Look at that red candle.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah. I mean, it's not crazy big.
No, it's not huge, but I mean...
It's like big Yeah, sorry, Brett, go ahead. No,
I'm just saying it's sizable compared to, you know, some of the previous ones, that's all.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, 100%. Again, if you want to check out Lucid, they are an affiliate of mine. You can use my code and get 50% off your first 2 uses on Lucid. I'm going to get out break even here on the rest. I mean, I guess I'll set the stop. I'll get out break even on the rest. But yeah, if you want to check them out, here's the link. Appreciate the love. You can help support the channel here.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, hit the like button.
Yeah, we got a spam account in the Discord.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I gotta delete the messages. Talk, Britt, while I delete these scammy Discord messages, dude.
All right, well, while John is abdicating
Speak now, Britt.
his...
Speak now.
While John's abdicating his position or job, as it were, what's going on with you guys? Are y'all trading? And if so, are you green?
How dare this guy join my Discord? You know?
Yeah, I know.
Jelly Hands John? I mean, I think it's fair to bring up profit on the day now. That's your AI on the call? Hey, what's up, Palantirs? PayPal management says they need to modernize its tech stack to become AI native and reduce cost structure. Yeah, we'll come back to this. We can watch MU right now. Here's the S&P pullback. Here's MU though, man. I don't know when MU is gonna break 1,000. NYC. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably gonna get stopped out in this position right now. I don't know. It's one micro contract here. My stop is literally right underneath this, but we've already scaled out of all of this, and so I just got stopped out. That's fine. Again, we made a bunch of money on the trade, so that's fine. Nice little cushion built up in profit. We'll see if we can grind this up a little bit more. Portfolio all-time highs on the back of AMD, mostly trying to figure out when to trim. Yeah. Rotating into AI build out. Yeah, that's what's going on, is we're just rotating outside of AI. NVIDIA, specifically in AI. GE Verona says it has 100 gigawatts on contract to execute mostly through 2030 and 2031, signaling unusually strong long-dated gas equipment demand. All right, so U.S. President Trump just posted Israeli articles critical of Iranian prisons. I don't know where he posted it, but oh, I see it. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, y'all can look that up yourselves. I bought into Palantir before it blew up, missed out on the money. Dow selling off hard. Well, the Nasdaq's kind of selling off hard too. Look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, the Dow is selling off hard. Nasdaq down to 50.51s. Yeah. Yeah, look at the Dow. Dow just went red on the day here. Nasdaq's still fine. The Boomer Index is down. Guys, 50.5s. Look at this big drop. But the Dow is fading here. Yeah, the Dow is selling off pretty heavy. AMD is like 30% of my count right now. When does MU break 1,000? Guys, look at the Dow here. Yeah. Down the boomers. Yeah, I mean, I think it breaks it today. I'm just curious. Again, here is MU right now. Oh, that's MI. Sorry, MU. Nope, MU. There you go. We're at 978s. Why do you call the Dow Boomer Index? That's a big bit of disrespect. Because the only people that ever talk to me about buying the Dow are generally, you know, the older population. It's all love. It's all love. I like the Dow. I like the Dow, actually. But does anybody here like the Dow? If so, put your age right next to your name and be honest. You know, let's talk about it. 1,000. Yeah, MU should reach 1,000. High was 985. Put it. Yeah. Buy the Dow, John. I ignored the Dow entirely. I'm 38. I do. I'm 84. 63. 46. I do. Of course I do. I'm 107 years old. That's right. Listen, I knew it. I knew it here. Look, Thomas Davidson. He knows. Everybody say happy birthday to Thomas. He is 107 years old today. 107 years old. And he likes the Dow.
Also apparently very tech savvy.
Right. He's the most tech savvy 107-year-old I know.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, 103. I like everything as long as it's printing. I wear socks up to my knees. Compression socks, right? Yeah, happy birthday to 107-year-old. Look at oil here, guys. Oil. Oil down to 93s, 90.3s. I mean, kind of flat though for oil. Nasdaq still up there holding firm. Microchip related. AMD, MU. Why the divergence between the S&P and the Nasdaq? Well, here, hold on. Let me put the S&P up. The same reason the S&P is dropping is probably why the Dow is dropping, which... Let's see if we can isolate the individual sectors that are causing these pullbacks here. Yeah. John, remember when we bought oil on Friday? Good times, bro. Good times.
US ADP.
Oh, yeah. The ADP report did just drop. It showed up at 35,000. They forecasted 42. I don't think this is negatively going to impact markets here. But the ADP report did just drop. It showed up here. I'll put it up in chat. Somebody already did it. But it was 35.75 thousand. A little bit lower than last time, but not anything crazy. And it's basically been pretty flat. Like the labor market has been a little bit more stable here. That's the data right there. Nasdaq didn't really move from this report, which is one of the reasons I stopped covering it as much. It moved a lot. Like markets would move a lot to this when we had the shutdown, but now that the shutdown's over, we just get less movement here. But we do have the ADP report just dropped today. What's your thoughts on Intuit? Vulnerable to AI replacement. You know? Just vulnerable to AI replacement is the easiest way to put it. Yeah, it's just vulnerable. AI might replace it. You know? Yeah, what's up, Alad? Alright, so the Nasdaq is starting to dip a little bit. Let's take a look at yields. Let's look at yields. Too early for software. I don't know. Depends on the time frame of the hold. Here's yields right here. Yields have honestly gone up a little bit today. But not a lot. Not enough to drive the gold prices that we're seeing here, you know, for yields. Alright, let me make the ADP report smaller here. There you go. Not a crazy amount. You look at a 5-day chart, though, you can kind of see since this deal started, since we started talking about a deal, yields have just faded. So 70% say no, they do not throw video game controllers. You know what I can respect about this poll here? I can respect this about this poll. The honesty. The honesty. 30% of you are like, yep, I do. And I can respect that here. Listen.
They're doing it to make me look bad.
Dude, I can respect this here, bro. 30% of honest folks, you know, good folks, voted yes. You know, I can respect this. I can respect this. Listen, as somebody that's thrown a couple video game controllers in my life, I know. I know. Shout out to the honesty. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. I love watching the stream on my BlackBerry phone. The greatest phone ever.
That's a throwback. Blackberries were awesome.
I've only thrown a controller 2 times in my life. Mario Kart and Elden Ring. Oh, wait. News is out. Hold on. News is out, guys. I'm talking about video game controllers. Something just happened. Something just happened. Nasdaq just ripped. Iran State TV says it has a draft of the unofficial framework for the MOU with the U.S. here. This is the news that just dropped. It just broke right now. So this is the news right here. I'll put it up in chat. This is the news right here. Iran State TV says it has a draft of the unofficial framework for the MOU with the U.S. Nasdaq is ripping up here. So it's looking like this deal is very close to being done. But that is the news. Yeah, that is the news.
Is there any point in trying to get in on this now or just let it run?
I don't know. Oil's going to fade. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so again, that's the breaking news here. Appreciate the subscribe, my friend. Yeah. Oil is at $90 here. AMD MU. So that is the news pumping with Nasdaq up. Oil's sure to be fading on this catalyst here. Yeah, oil breaks $90. Crazy. Yeah, that's the big news here. Oil dipped a little bit here, though. Look at the Nasdaq. But again, the breaking news that we're getting here, just to clarify, is Iran State Television reports that a draft MOU states U.S. military forces will pull back from near Iran and lift the naval blockade. According to the draft, the MOU U.S. military forces will withdraw from the vicinity and lift naval blockade. They said, we have a draft of the initial unofficial framework for the MOU with the U.S., according to Iran State media here. So just to cover some of this breaking news, this is the news right here. We'll put this up again. We have a draft of the unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. This is the news pushing markets. Nasdaq just ripped over highs on this report. 30,000 again, 30,320, 30,322 is the new all-time highs. Again, this is the news pumping markets here, guys. Again, Iran State TV says it has a draft of the initial unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. And so this just broke here, guys. Just broke. The Nasdaq is flying up. Oil is dipping down here. And this is great news. This is great news. Honestly, it's a great sign that we could get potential, a deal coming very soon that's official. But look at the Nasdaq continuing to fly up here on this news. Again, they say it has a draft of the unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. It says a draft of an initial informal agreement with the U.S. According to the draft MOU, U.S. military forces will withdraw from the vicinity of Iran and lift the naval blockade. All right, so here's more details on this. Right here. And so Nasdaq is loving this here. Look at the Nasdaq rip up on this report. Rip up on this news. Yeah, so again, this is, Iran State Media says it has a draft of the initial unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. Look at the Nasdaq here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm going to be a little sad when this deal's done, because people pile into my stream as soon as we have some big green candle. People are like, oh, let's tune into John at Beginner Trading to see what's going on. And I appreciate it, guys, for all the people, for the hundreds of people that just showed up in the last minute or two. Y'all know where to figure out what's going on in markets. We are up to 30,372 right now. 30,372.
Yeah,
Craziness.
I traded a few times and then got out. I don't know how much higher it can run here. I mean, I'm sure it can, but I'm just not going to risk it.
Yeah, Luke Champagne, I'm talking to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. That's why, I know my channel is a breaking news channel, because we get some crazy green candle. My views jump. My views jump up. Everybody's like, ooh. You're welcome here, guys. You're welcome. Hit the like button. That's the least you can do. You can use my coupon code BGT at checkout for Tradeify, Lucid, Apex. Get the max discount. Support free content here. We don't sell a course. We don't claim to be experts. A lot of people are kind of, we just give it to you guys for free. You're welcome here. I'm a single dad that works 3 jobs here. Okay. I love my kids and I never stop. All right, guys, hit the subscribe button. Y'all are my children today. Nasdaq is starting to dip down here. We're at 30,340. Let's see if we get more details on this report. But interesting. Yeah, Iran State TV says if a final deal is reached within 60 days, this agreement will be approved in the form of a binding UN Security Council resolution here. So look at this. This is more breaking news. I'm going to put it up on screen. Hey, thank you, ADA, my guy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate coming to the breakdown and talk. All note to come to you, John. That's right. Yeah, Ron says they'll restore shipping through Hormuz to pre-war levels in 1 month. Yeah. Again, this is the news. Iranian State TV reported a draft of the initial unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. Brent is down about 2 BBL. Equities and fixed incomes are up. Nasdaq is up. Is it time to buy the dip here, guys? Is this a dip worth buying here? I might buy it here. Talk me out of buying the dip here, guys.
Don't do it, John.
The dip is looking dippy here. Look, I'm buying it right now. You know what? I'm in here.
All right, well, never mind. Do it.
Yeah, Britt, you're super persuasive. Don't do it, John. Didn't work here. I'm buying it.
Yeah, I could tell that.
Yeah, feed me all-time highs here, guys. Feed me all-time highs.
You said I'm buying it.
We'll see what happens. I'm green on the day already here, though. So we're green on the day. I believe we can fly, Britt.
Do you? Do you believe we can touch the sky?
I do here, man. Let's see. Hey, thank you. Manipulation? I'm wondering if some of this big upward... Look. Yeah, here we go. I'm wondering if some of this big upward movement was insider trades going on early. We saw oil dip. We saw the Nasdaq rip this morning. We didn't really have any big breaking news. All right, I'm going to take half of this off right now. We didn't really have any big breaking news to justify some of the crazy moves that we saw this morning. Right? Yep. Hey, listen. I know I criticized the 9 exponential, and I just want to say I'm sorry for criticizing the 9 exponential. Because I kind of bought the dip just now to the 9 EMA. I'm seeing what it's used for. It's used a little bit more in like short-term momentum trading, which I can respect here. I can respect. I'm going to take another piece off here. We're up hundreds on the day now.
I gotta be honest, I tend to ADD you out sometimes. No offense, but did you already read this? Iran will return to pre-war levels of commercial transit ships through the Hormuz Strait within 1 month. Yes,
I did read that.
Okay, I don't mean to, but sometimes I do tune you out a little bit.
I get it, dude. I got the worst ADD out of everybody. But yeah, look at the Nasdaq rip here. So again, the big breaking news is that Iran media confirms a deal with the United States. An initial unofficial framework for an MOU with the U.S. is what this deal was. I'm going to cut it right here and just get out, and maybe, we'll see what happens on the rest of this. I don't think that was a gamble here. I think that was easy pullback, psychological level, momentum heavy. I think that makes sense. Touch the sky.
Not as good at scaling as you are, but I made a decent bit of money just now too.
How much did you make, Britt? What's your account at?
25,273.
Okay, so you're up 273. That's nice. Slow and steady, bro. Slow and steady.
Yeah.
You want to be a turtle.
I was up a lot more than that like last week, but I had a couple of red days. That's all right.
Yeah, it happens. Fire run. Yeah, I got out of this bounce pretty quickly, and it looks like that was the right move here. Again, if you're just now tuning in, which it looks like we got a big jump of people here, risk on is here after Iran State TV says it has a draft of the initial unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. The draft states the U.S. military forces will pull back from near Iran and lift the naval blockade. They said we have a draft of the initial unofficial framework. And yeah, this is really what's driving markets right now. U.S. military forces. Here's the deal for this report here. Here's the deal. Details. So again, here's the details. U.S. military forces will withdraw from the vicinity of Iran. U.S. Navy will lift its blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is committed to restoring the number of commercial transit ships through the strait to pre-war levels within 1 month. Statement says military vessels are not included in this draft agreement. The management and routing of ship traffic through the Strait of Hormuz will be handled by Iran in cooperation with Oman. If a final deal is reached within 60 days, this agreement will be approved in the form of a binding UN Security Council resolution. So that is the deal right now. Those are optimistic details. Oil is now all the way down to $88.50 per barrel here. $88.50 per barrel. But yeah, this is what's going on right now. And this is the details of that deal that we got going on. So, yeah.
You mean the initial unofficial deal?
The initial unofficial. I was trying to think of something that rhymed.
I know. I
was trying to think of something that rhymed. I just couldn't think of anything that rhymed without that. The initial unofficial, hopefully there's no dismissal deal with the United States. But a deal is a deal.
Seuss here.
Yeah, that's right. I'm writing a book about it. I find it hard to trust that Iranian media, but the market moves off of their press releases, which always surprises me. Going long on oil at $83. Is it time to buy or sell oil right now? Guys, buy or sell oil right now. Put buy or sell in chat right now. Let me know how you feel. Buy or sell. Again, here are the details of this deal. Some good things. Iran is committed to restoring the number of commercial transit ships through the Strait of Hormuz to pre-war levels within 1 month. 1 month. That's going to make people more optimistic. Look at the S&P jump all the way back up. S&P futures broke all-time high 75.67. So I asked buy or sell. I'm seeing buy oil, don't trade oil, leave oil alone. Show me the support and I'll tell you sell. Selling this oil dip. Sell oil. Buy at 60 days. Buy. Sell, sell, sell. Mostly sells in chat right now. Let me end this poll here, which the great question of the poll was, do you throw video game controllers? We had a whopping 70-30 say no, they don't throw video game controllers. 70% of you guys are full of crap. Y'all know y'all throw video game controllers.
You're just trying to make me look bad because I admitted I throw them. I used to.
Yeah, I've thrown and broken a controller or two in my time, you know.
It's a conspiracy.
Is it time to buy or sell oil right now? Is the question. Buy or sell? That's going to be the two questions. Yeah. I don't know if I'm brave enough to buy oil here, dude. Oil just cracked the 88.50 low. It's at $88 a barrel for WTI crude right now. Look at oil dip. It says nothing about nuclear. Well, yeah, we got news earlier, Sled, that they weren't going to be talking about nuclear right now, that they're going to be talking about that over the next 60 days. So that is the biggest sticking point.
Just discussing enrichment levels at this point.
Yeah, it's a deal to get a deal to talk about another deal. All right. Is what this is. But no, they're not talking about nuclear right now. We've heard that numerous different times in markets. So, yeah. Again, Iran State Media has confirmed it has a draft of the initial unofficial framework for the MOU with the United States. That is what's going on right now. That is why oil is falling. Nasdaq is ripping to all-time highs again. If we actually get a deal done, I think markets are going to fly. If we actually get a deal done, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, very iffy about that. I broke around 15 controllers over the span of 15 years. So you're averaging one a year, probably 5 headsets. I stopped playing FIFA. Yeah, I played MLB The Show for a while. I don't even want to talk about it. Nasdaq is starting to fade back down. I'm tempted to buy this dip again here, though. I'm willing to bet a significant amount of money that the day we actually own the war, the market dumps. I won't be buying oil today, but I'll hold my positions. The disruption in energy supply has already happened, plus the demand for energy to power data centers makes me super uncomfortable, not going to lie. Oh, super comfortable in liquefied natural gas. Sorry. Trump on X moves the needle the most. Yeah, y'all do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel here, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I see, like I said, guys, I know. I see what you guys do. Y'all pile into my channel during big news releases. And now we have almost 1,200 people here because we got big breaking news. Y'all see a big green candle and y'all are like, hey, let me go to John at Beginner Trading. Subscribe, guys. Do it now. I know what y'all are doing. I see it. It doesn't go past me. I understand.
Yeah, join the Discord, follow us on X, and sorely disappointed that we have yet to break 200 likes with almost 1,200 people in the room.
Yeah. It's because y'all are grifters in here. I see it. I know.
Thank
They're
you.
grifters, Britt.
Don't stop there. Terrible.
As a fellow grifter, I understand. You know, I really get it. I do.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen Ballad of the Flim Flam Man, you know.
All right, guys. Hey, Nasdaq is dipping down here. It looks like a flag, though. Again, the problem, I might buy this again, guys. The problem is that if I buy it, we're going to get like, they're going to be like death to, you know. Iran will never sign a deal done. You know, Iran will never sign a deal today. You know.
Yeah. The mighty lion that is Iran will not, knuckle under or whatever.
Right. Hormuz will stay shut for the next 5 years, they'll say, if I buy the dip now. But I'm buying it. We'll see. I gave you a like, buddy. Don't twist my arm. Jeez. You're a made man now, CJ. Hit the like button. I forget. I'm in this again. I bought this again. We have a fairly large cushion, though. I'm in 6 contracts here, guys. Can y'all see this? No, y'all can't. Weird.
We love you, buddy. It's the only channel I watch daily. Thanks. Oh, that's
Hey,
nice.
thanks, man. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I definitely hit the like. Thank you, Tav.
We appreciate all the love. And, you know, like, yeah, we want you guys to hit the like button and all that stuff, but, like, all the other stuff, we were just teasing you guys.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you guys. I'm in this trade, guys. I believe I can make money here. I believe.
I don't know, John.
Hey, shout out to the subscribe. I don't know why I'm not getting the subscribe notifications here. I'm sure yields are falling, right? I'm assuming yields are down. 2-year, 10-year treasury yields. I'm assuming they're dropping on this. They sometimes, yeah, they're dropping on this report for sure. Yields falling with my P&L on the day. I've got a cushion. I'm basically trading into that cushion right now. But look at yields dip on this news. Oh my goodness. I knew this would happen, guys. I'm immediately going to start taking profit here. This has got to be more news. Am I on the right side of a news release for once, bro? It looks like I am on the right side of this news release. Hold on. Wait. Am I on the right side? We got a big pop here. A big pop just now. Let's see if we got any other breaking news here real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it appears the MOU will officially establish 60-day negotiation period. I think I'm on the right side of news. I'm going to take a little bit more off. We're up like $300-400 on the day already, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. I knew I could do it. Brent crude extends declines. Yeah, U.S. Navy will lift the blockade. It appears the MOU will officially establish a 60-day negotiation period to solidify a broader peace deal between the U.S. and Iran. We expect to receive much more details shortly. Okay. We just bounced on the 50% line of the news candle. That's a nice candle. That was the best candle. I don't see any other breaking news, though, that we got here. So I'll hold the rest break even. I'm going to set a stop loss, actually, here, even though I might just get whipped out of this thing. But I'm going to set a stop loss. Time to sell the news. I don't really... Yeah, the 60-day negotiation period. Memorandum of understanding. This is my first time here. I don't know how many likes we have. I gotta we got something like that. Alright, I'm still in here. Yeah, we got 258 or something. 260. Hit the like button right now, guys. Do it now. You're welcome. I see you guys piling into my stream to catch the breaking news. If you're gonna do that, hit the like button and subscribe. It's the very least you can do. Peace deal, now wait 60 days. Again, it's a deal to get a deal done to sign another deal. Alright. And that's okay, because markets do not care right now. Markets do not care. Again, here are the details of the deal. Military forces will withdraw from the vicinity of Iran if the deal happens. The U.S. Navy will lift the blockade of the Strait. Iran is committed. This is what the big one here. Iran is committed to restoring the number of commercial transit ships through the Strait of Hormuz to pre-war levels within 1 month. 1 month. That is the news. Iranian state media says military vessels are not included in this draft. The management and routing of ship traffic through the strait will be handled by Iran in cooperation with Oman. If a final deal is reached within 60 days, this agreement will be approved in the form of a binding UN Security Council resolution. How's my trade here, guys? I got a stop loss set. Did you use any oil on your beard? No. No, I did not.
No, it's just from eating Greek food, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, believe it or not, it wasn't Greek. I had it wasn't Greek. It was like Lebanese food last night. You know.
Well, thanks for rubbing that in.
It was good. It was good. Carol forgot the hummus though, which is like a, you know. Like
That's I don't know.
I know, dude. How you can get Greek food with no hummus? Anyways, guys. What'd you say?
I said it's unthinkable.
I know, dude. How do you get Greek food? How do you get Lebanese food without hummus, dude?
It's just wrong.
Yeah. She got Grecian sauce, but you know, it's good.
I love that stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we have moved up. We are in a trade right now. We've already liquidated most of this position. You know, basically, what we got pushed up here is that It appears the MOU officially established a 60-day negotiation period to solidify a broader peace deal. And so I'm green. I'm up hundreds on the day now. I'm up a lot. Yeah, it is. Silver. You said you're a single dad now, dude. I'm married. I got 2 kids, bro. It's a song. It's a song. Is it a Dolly Parton song? I think it is. Oddly
enough, I don't know that, and that's strange considering what a country music fan I am.
Yeah, it goes something like, I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Oh, wait. Is that working?
Loves her kids and never stop. You know?
Part
of a fighter or something like that. I can't remember how it goes. It's something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Believe it or not, and someone says, believe it or not, do you eat exclusively Greek food?
No, I eat like I eat like a 5-year-old. Maybe like a 12-year-old. I eat a lot of burgers, tacos.
You eat like a teenager.
Yeah, that's right. Pizza, you know.
Lunchables.
My whole family gets mad at me too. You know, like they're like, hey, because they eat. Carol and Maddie almost eat purely Asian food. You know, so like she eats sushi, she eats pho. You know, like they eat Thai. You know, they get all kind of different stuff. You know, and I'm not really a big soup person, so I usually got to order something else, and whatever I order, they're usually getting mad at me about. All right, guys. So I'm in this trade. It's not looking that good. It's not looking that good. It's at 330s right now.
Yeah, y'all are right. I gaffed on that one. That is Reba. I completely blanked on that one.
Yeah. We're going to get GTA 6 before the Sarad deal. Top 3 trader on YouTube. Who are the 3, John? Michael Burry, Warren Buffett, John at beginner trading. That's it. That's it right there. Where's MU at? Has MU broken $1,000 yet? No, MU is actually down a little bit on this. So China's military also said a Dutch vessel repeatedly launched carrier-based helicopters to intrude into China's airspace. Yeah.
Nope, never mind. I retract that. I was right and y'all were wrong. I just looked it up. It was Dolly Parton, so forget y'all.
Yeah, so we're at 54%. It's time to buy. It's time to sell oil right now. It looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of this trade. I'll leave it here, but here's oil. We're now at 88.62s. 88.62s. Something's not right about this deal. You mean the deal to sign another deal to get another deal done? I'm playing put long on open. There's no way they will not escalate because I don't think they'll like this one bit. It's too good to be true. Make a poll. Which will come first, GTA 6 or Iran's peace deal? Fair enough. I'll do that. What comes first? US-Iran deal or GTA 6? All right, there you go. Poll is now live. Vote on that poll. Oil goes down, car prices. Yeah, I mean, oil's going down short term. Here's oil. It's at 88.60s right now. Did I get stopped out yet? I did not. Obviously, GTA 6. Everyone is milking this war sad. I say GTA 6 first, even if we get a deal back after midterms. Question is, does this deal hold? I feel like they have no choice but to make a deal as timeline is growing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 23 times. You fool me once, you can't get fooled again. You know? Really on the poll? Yeah, I'm feeling kind of video gamey today, bro. I just got stopped out of my position, too. I mean, we're still up $300+. We're up over 300 today already. You love to see it. Finally, guys, I get a trade where the news goes in my favor here. The news goes in my favor, dude. I don't know how many times I've been in a great winning trade the last week or two, and then boom, you know. Hormuz will stay shut for 10 years, they say. My position goes down. And so today we did it. We got into a trade. The news benefited me in my trade. Oil starting to rebound back up a little bit.
Speaking of news, this one's just a little weird to me. Dutch vessel repeatedly launched carrier-based helicopters to intrude into China's airspace. What's going on with the Dutch?
I saw that.
Like,
yeah,
I only read it just because it seems weird.
Yeah. Yeah, at the poll now, 61% say GTA 6 comes first before the Iran deal.
I mean, I don't personally agree, but definitely hope not.
Yeah, vote on the poll, guys. Vote on the poll. If you watch Iran TV. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, no offense. I mean, I'm not really watching that. I'm covering the news, though.
They tried to push that on me in my cable package. I mean, sadly, I guess I turned it down, but.
You're being sarcastic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was about to, it was hard for me to tell that one. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, I mean, my general go-to, my default humor is sarcasm, so sometimes it does get a little lost.
Yeah, mine too. Honestly, in the streaming services, the streaming apps, they've been a little crazy lately, Like, they literally sold us on no commercials. And now that we got rid of cable and now we have the streaming services, now they're hitting us with all kind of commercials from every side. Commercials.
Yeah, you can still have no commercials. It's just $4 more a month. It's like, no.
Right. Is this a bull flag here, guys? Is this a bull flag? Look, here's the...
I don't know.
It looks honestly like it looks like a good bull flag. But let's see.
Classic Brit. That's right. Classic me.
It's a bullish flag. It's a bullshit flag. Yeah. Yeah. Again, we'll see. What are the must follows on social for your news updates? Discord. You got to join our Discord. Red candles. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. So you got to join our Discord, which is right here. We post a morning market brief detailing everything going on. And then most of the time, somebody in our Discord is posting whatever news is going on here. So you can see our Discord link. It's pinned to the top of the chat, actually. So if you look at the chat, you see the Discord link. Where's MU at here? MU is now kind of breaking down. I mean, listen, it's up a crazy amount. It's up like 30% in a few days. But MU is now breaking down to 953s here. 953s. Yeah, it could be a descending wedge for sure, Tennessee Rob. That's definitely true. And again, if you want to help support your boy here, check out BGT on Lucid. Get you 50% off your first 2 tries. And again, Lucid, the good thing about Lucid here is that they do have direct-to-funded accounts right now. If you haven't used your 50% off on Lucid, you can get a direct-to-funded 150K account. It's like $420. You can use it twice, right? So you can use your 50% twice on Lucid Pro, Lucid Flex, Lucid Direct. But and the good thing about Lucid, guys, like is end of day drawdowns. Like Lucid has end of day drawdowns on everything. Meaning, if you build up profit on the day, your $2,000 drawdown doesn't follow you up. So basically, if you have like a $50,000 account, and let's say you make $500 on the day and your drawdown's $2,000, end of day, your drawdown would now be $2,500 because you've added $500 in cushion. And so if you make $1,000 or $2,000, you have a much larger cushion to build up profit. If it's a trailing intraday drawdown, the biggest drawdown you'll ever have is $2,000. And so with end of day drawdowns on Lucid, it gives you more room. It gives you more room. And if you want to check it out, again, you can use BGT, coupon code BGT, get the max discount. I'll put the link up right here if you want to help support your friend and channel. Also, if you were in the Tradeify Cup, I believe they're giving 50% off there. Just use the coupon code as well. But yeah, there's the link for Lucid if you want to help support your boy here in this channel. Socks carrying the whole market. Yeah, look at MU. I remember MU when it was sub $100, bro. I remember AMD when it was as well. Here's Soxel. Soxel flying up and finally pulling back some. Nvidia, again, kind of lagging in semiconductors. TSM up big. Kind of starting to pull back now, though. But here's the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is now at 30,281. Here's the 200 exponential at 260. I'm looking at 250s. Here's the thing, though. The markets are kind of like repricing in this deal. So we had this big move, and now we're starting to dip down some. I might buy this dip again. Is this American greed? It might be. You know? Is this American greed?
I don't think so.
Also, give me a follow at x.com at beginner trades here. Here's my x.com handle as well. If you like me for breaking news, we cover all this stuff live. Help support your friend here. There's x.com at beginner trades. Holding MU sits $126. Where's my trading window, dude? I don't even see it anymore. Trade debate. There's yields. There's Bitcoin. Bitcoin, honestly, look at Bitcoin. Still at 75. So Bitcoin and gold just got hammered, dude. I don't know why. All right, I'm going to take one contract here, guys. Don't judge me. I know it's small, but it's the one contract that could. All right, I know it's small. We're going to buy it. We're right around that 200 exponential area. I'll buy it and add to it if it goes in my favor here. MU millionaires in the chat, raise your hands. It will pump again at the opening bell in 40 minutes. No, for sure. All right, guys. I mean, look, we got one micro contract here. We're up 300 plus on the day already. And I know it looks small. I know the cool thing is to take crazy big size. I get it. I know what the cool thing is. But sometimes you want to watch somebody that does it with small size protecting their accounts. You know? And I think small size with micros is the way. And one of the reasons I like Lucid is because you can do micro scaling with it. 10-to-1 micro scaling allowed on Lucid. So, not bad. All right, we're at 273s right now, 273s. What are the chances that NVIDIA goes to 223 anytime soon? I don't know, bro. I mean, it's right around there now. It's not a crazy level for it to hit. But, yeah, I really don't know, though. Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
Thoughts on 400 EMA?
I don't watch the 400. I just look at the 200. 400 is almost a little bit too long term. It doesn't hit it that much. I mean, maybe when it does hit it, it's relevant, but I like the 200 exponential. Hey, thank you, Brian, for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it, brother. I'm not going to add any more to this contract either. I'm going to try to let this run longer term. Hey, what's up, Bulldog? How you doing, bro? We buying what? All right, 273s. Are we buying SpaceX? Is that what you said? I don't know. It depends on. I'm not a big IPO guy. I've gotten burned buying IPOs too much, bro. And so I usually stay away from IPOs. Just not what I usually do. It's just too risky. SpaceX IPO. Yeah, I think it's interesting because we're getting rid of the PDT rule as well as simultaneously dropping the SpaceX IPO around the same point in time. So IPOs are always profitable. Yeah, right. I'd buy Tesla instead. Are you guys buying SpaceX IPO? Let me know in chat right now. SpaceX IPO? All right, so I see Pentagon draws up Iran target list on May 27th as Trump prepares to resume strikes. Planned operation named Big Hammer. Targets include Natanz, Isfahan, nuclear sites, cargo oil facilities, power plants, military command and comm center. Officials say many previously struck targets were exposed, but launchers and drones are now more concealed and harder to hit. Yeah, I mean, how much do you guys think this is posturing? Like, hey, yo, y'all better get this deal done, and this is going to happen. I think this is trying to really finalize the deal. This is kind of not posturing necessarily, but kind of like an indirect
putting pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure. Is what I think this is, right? So I ask people, are you buying SpaceX?
Yeah, because
no. I'm too poor to buy SpaceX. This one's different, largest IPO ever, poised to become the largest company on the planet. I see no. I see I'll buy one share for fun. Hell no. I'll short SpaceX. Lockout in 6 months after IPO. Taco. No, 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 no. Yeah, the president also is doing a cabinet meeting at 11 o'clock Eastern time today, 11 a.m. this morning. Mostly no's in chat. I see hell yes from Red Candles. I appreciate the follow on X, Red Candles. Appreciate it, brother. I gotta tell you though, Red Candles, this is about the most AI looking photo I've ever seen, brother. Most AI looking photo I've ever seen. Not to put you on screen here, bro, but it's all right. Listen, as somebody that uses AI photos, I get it. I get it. But I gotta mess with you a little bit. Pedro says no. So nobody's buying the SpaceX IPO?
Y'all genuinely think the company's, I mean, like it's going to flop, or I'll just have a dislike for the guy that runs it?
I don't know. Sometimes expectations can go the other way, though, Britt. So like
No,
sometimes
I'm not saying it's going to do great or anything. I'm just asking them a genuine question.
here's an example, Britt. One time, a long time ago, in a market far away, Britt, there was a time when Elon Musk was pumping up Dogecoin, right? And we had this big 420, April 20th event where Elon Musk was going to pump up Dogecoin and confetti was going to rain from the sky and everybody was going to be rich apparently in Dogecoin. And so what happened is that on 420, Dogecoin crashed down like a ridiculously large percentage. And so sometimes expectations don't meet reality. And sometimes the more one-sided the market is, the more you can squeeze those guys out. Like basically, if everybody's long and they start to sell, it can kind of create a domino, like a snowball effect, where some people get nervous and sell, and then other people get nervous and they sell, and then other people get nervous and they sell, and it creates this downward spiral of market action. We've seen this a lot historically, not just in Dogecoin, obviously, but in a lot of different IPOs as well. So you'll get dumpster fire IPOs from that if it's too hyped up. That can and does happen. Now, I'm not saying SpaceX that's going to happen. What I'm saying is that I don't really F with IPOs in that way because of that. I've gotten burned. The best IPO I've made money on was ARM. I bought ARM right around IPO day, wrote it up to a lot. It's still 100% over where I sold it. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good explanation. Like I said, I wasn't like castigating the chat for saying that. I was just curious if they actually thought it was going to fail, if it was for some other reason. That's all.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, right now SpaceX is losing money, right? What are they losing, billions a year? And so they might do really well, but they're still losing money. Now, remember, Netscape changed this in the 90s. Like prior to Netscape, you needed to have at least a certain amount of like profits. And so, hey, thank you for the donation. NM buying minimum 1 share of SpaceX, still best space company on the planet, better than any nation's space program. No, I mean, I probably agree with that.
I do.
But prior to Netscape, which was a browser company in the 90s, you had to make a certain amount of profit. Netscape IPO'd and made billions of dollars in its IPO, and it kind of changed the standard moving forward. I'm probably going to sell this here, guys. I just don't want to ride it. I don't like the volume profile breakdown if we get underneath here, so I'm out. It might bounce right here, but it's all right. We've basically filled the entire gap from this breaking news. And again, we're still up hundreds and hundreds on the day already. Hey, what's up, B. Marsh? China Vice Premier He Lifeng met with Germany Economy Minister in Beijing. Yeah, so we have basically filled this entire gap down here. This entire gap down. Bitcoin's still down. The RDW is at 24s. I don't know much about this company though. Redwire? Yeah, I don't know much about it. It's up a lot though. I mean, the trend is nice, but it's still up a lot. Lie. SpaceX IPO is exit liquidity for private investors. Yeah.
Hey, John, how do you read the volume profile on the right side?
Here, I can put it back up. You have what's called the point of control, which is the highest line, which is right around here at 270, I think, right now. It's actually, no, it's at about 275. When you get to a high volume area, price tends to be the most balanced right here, right? So when you get to that, price is the most balanced, so it can kind of range over and under it, basically. Once you break past that, price can move a little bit quicker. Two certain points, though. You know, that's basically how you read it. I use it in conjunction with other stuff too, like 200 exponential, supply and demand levels, whole dollar numbers, milestone indicators and levels, isolated highs and lows. So you can kind of see we have like isolation, like really what I mean by isolation is basically just obvious. Like this is an obvious level right here. Everybody sees this level, this previous high right here. So I document it. Same thing like on the bottom level right here, where everybody kind of sees this level here. You know, and so 250 confirmed. If I can line it up with a 25 level, like a whole dollar number, like 25, 250, 275, 300, 375, 325, you know, 300, 400, whatever, with the bigger milestone levels being big round numbers. Like if you know, we made a bunch yesterday because yesterday we were right here at this $30,000 level, you know, and so $30,000 was really relevant yesterday morning. Because we were right at 30,000. At 30,000 just being a big psychological level, it just makes sense to pay attention to it. But the closer we get to it, the more likely it is that we test those levels. Now, sometimes we break and sometimes we don't, but at the very least, we test those levels a lot of the time. And so that is really what it is that I use a mix of all this different stuff, including the volume profile. Oh, wait, it looks like actually the point of control is way down here. So we'll see what we get, but
Concise and detailed answer, John. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah, look, we're bouncing right here at this 250 level. I want to see if 250 holds. Can y'all see this? Y'all might not be able to see some of these charts. Don't sleep on SpaceX, largest stock in history. I'm not really, brother. I mean, I know SpaceX can run big and it can go crazy. I'm just... I don't know. I might buy a share or two, but I'm not gonna be. Yeah, this is the 200 exponential right here. I got the volume weighted average price right here. So we got a little bit of it both, right? We got the 200 exponential VWAP area as well. So we just watch those. All right, guys, we got 27 minutes until the market opens. Not really, but a little bit maybe. Can you hear my stomach growl?
Yeah.
Man, my mic, bro. Best mic ever right here, dude. Yeah, I've talked about this. I've talked about this before, but when I bought this microphone, the generic color was rainbow. It was a rainbow color, right? And it wouldn't let me change the color of the microphone. Genius marketing strategy. I had to download the software for this microphone in order to change the color. Freaking genius. It's like, you know what? We're going to give you a rainbow mic. You know, and if you don't want the rainbow mic, you got to download our software to change the color. You know, got her. The software is free, but now it's on my computer and I can't delete it or my mic will go back to a rainbow. You know, genius. Yeah, that's right. I was doing research, and if Starship works, there'll be so many people wanting to send assets into space.
I just want to send me into space. I just want to go to space.
Yeah. You can use Tradeovate Beckett on Lucid. You can use Tradeovate. It's a web-based. Like I'm using a web-based Tradeovate platform. You know, so this is just all web-based that you see on my screen right now. So this is browser-based. And so you can sign up. Hey, thank you for the sub, Brian. You can sign up, yeah. You can sign up and use Tradeovate web-based. Cough, coupon code BGT. Cough, guys. Do it now. You know? I appreciate it.
Thanks, Vegas. Appreciate it, man.
Tradeovate. Oil fake news? Yeah, oil, guys. Maybe I should have bought the oil dip here. Honestly, oil's just kind of kept fading back down, but oil is starting to rebound back up. It hit 87.80s. It's now all the way back up to 89.45s right here. So, yeah, I appreciate it, Beckett, if you use the coupon code, brother. Thank you, man. Didn't SpaceX rescue stranded astronauts on space? Yeah. But outside of all that good stuff, they still lose money is the only issue with it. It might be a huge IPO, you know. I don't know. I told you to buy and regret. Yeah. Of course, space in general is a tremendous research and development money burn. Be ready. When Tesla IPO'd, it got so much hate for years how it was overpriced. Same thing happened with Facebook IPO. Yeah, I don't know if I remember space. I don't think I was around the market whenever Facebook IPO'd. I'm sure it was back when it was actually FB. But
Yeah, I didn't even start fooling with Facebook till like 2009.
yeah, well, there was MySpace beforehand, and then prior to MySpace,
Better.
Yeah, it was more customizable.
Yeah, it was. You could play with it a lot more.
It's kind of cutthroat though, like your top 8 friends, you know.
No.
You know what I mean? People get upset, dude. People get upset.
Yeah, why am I not in your top?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right?
I just didn't bother organizing it.
Yeah. Yeah, Polymarket wants traders to ID themselves as it faces sanctions and legal risks, apparently. U.S. Redbook also showed up at 9%. We don't have any economic data today. All the economic data starts tomorrow. Trump might go to the NBA Finals. Where's MU at right now? MU starting to rise back up. We're at 963s here. Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of this poll. Whoa, look at the Nasdaq. Hold on, real quick. Whoa. Look at the Nasdaq here. I think I sold. Look at the Nasdaq fall. Wow. Nasdaq down to 237s here. Gold is heading for a bounce zone. Look at the Nasdaq dip here. Hold on. Let's see if we got any breaking news right now. I don't see anything. JP Morgan CEO says AI spending is a form of stimulus, about 300 billion this year and another 300 billion next year. Could AMD become a $1 trillion company? I don't know.
I personally think that right now we're over earning.
Look at the Nasdaq dip here, guys. So let me check Truth Social here. Yeah, I don't see anything, but the Nasdaq's starting to flush back down here. Oil is starting to rebound back up to almost $90 a barrel now. And again, I don't see anything. If you guys see something, let me know. I'm looking, but I don't see anything right now. Spot gold down. I'm getting ready for the bell. Probably profit taking for the opening bell. And of course, Bitcoin is 0. All right, Nasdaq again, 30,217 here. Pure manipulation. Yeah, we faded all the way back down. We're now red from when they confirmed that deal here. I think markets might have just been up too much, though. It's the 9 a.m. swing. Yeah, but it started at 9:05, really. Not really quite 9 o'clock, so the swing started a little bit later than 9, which probably means it's not that. Maybe somebody knows something. Maybe Iran's going to come out with another post saying the Strait of Hormuz is going to be closed for 10 years or something. But gold is in a bear market. Yeah, gold is struggling. Nine a.m. swing.
You've mentioned gold several times, but what's silver at?
Silver at 74.40s for silver.
Okay, so it's kind of hanging in there.
Yeah. Where are you guys watching from this morning? Where are you guys watching from? We get a lot of fun answers here. I like asking this question. Well, let me know. Where are you guys watching from? Profit taking before open?
Home.
Home? Home is good, Britt. Home is good.
Home is
You know,
good.
we had a guy that claimed that Britt was unemployed and lived at my house. Oh, y'all think Britt? Just to clarify, Britt does have a job, and he has his own house, and he lives in Louisiana. He does not live with me.
No, not yet. I mean,
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, right?
But what a ridiculous quote. I was like, no. Texas, Cyprus, Europe, Santa Claus, Indiana, Canada, Indiana. Yeah. Malaysia. Profit taken before the opening bell. Another. New Orleans, my friend. Gettysburg, PA. Britt doesn't live in your garage? No. Nobody would like to live in my garage. It's too full in there. Indianapolis, Indiana, Wakanda, Florida. Nice. Jacksonville Beach.
Britt is definitely not a billionaire. Britt is a hopeful billionaire.
Bro, if Britt was a billionaire, I'd be living off of Britt right now. You know?
No. Okay,
North Carolina. I'm tempted to buy this dip in the Nasdaq though. Connecticut, Australia, Indy, Peru.
I had to check just to make sure you weren't joking, but there actually is a Santa Claus, Indiana.
Yeah, no, I figured there was, East Van.
I mean, it sounded legitimate enough to check.
Yeah. Is East Van, are you talking about Vancouver? You gotta be talking about Vancouver, right?
Or you're talking about Van Nuys.
Oh, I don't know. Holiday World. East Vancouver. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, guys. Do I buy this tipping? You know what? I'm buying it. I think when in doubt, I buy today, guys. When in doubt, I buy. We pulled back enough here. And we got a cushion on the day here. Iran gonna be selling the news. You got to believe in the trade, guys. If you believe in the trade on the Nasdaq, I believe in you. All right. Ilya or Justin? Ilya. That amount of red candles is extremely weird. Based off of the news, yes. And so I'm trying to be a little bit more willing to take some risk here today with the cushion I have on the account already. But it's a little sketchier.
Britt, you doubted me. Forgive me. I was young and naive. Also, that just sounded like it could have been a joke, honestly.
All right, we're up here. I'm going to take a little bit off already here. and then let this ride up. I think we only had maybe one losing trade. Just believe in the VWAP, bro. That's all I do is believe in the VWAP bistro. You know, the VWAP is it, dude. I'm gonna take a little bit more off, and then this is gonna be the mini contract that could. I'm gonna set a stop loss under where we're at now, see if we can keep rising here on it. I've had to do pretty good today, bro. I think I've done pretty good. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, these are my trades right now. I don't know if this includes this current trade here, but this is my trades right now, today. We are running at 81% accuracy today. 81%. Like, look at this. Pretty nice. We're up 3 something. Right now about 320s. 330s now. Yeah, I think we just pulled back a little bit too much. I think we were oversold short term. If we struggle to break this, I will cut the rest though. And now we got a nice... Okay, yeah, I'm going to cut right here. Now we have a really nice cushion heading into the opening bell. So, let's see what we get. %% liquidity grab. Big boys dumping into the news. HODL. 60 days, that's freaking people out. Yeah, they'll give us time. I don't know, man. 60 days. At this point, I'm kind of numb to all of it. So 160 then by the moon. Bitcoin falling. Yeah, Bitcoin was all the way down to 75k this morning, so Bitcoin did struggle. Gold is also down too, and Bitcoin and gold kind of move in unison a lot of the time. So here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin and gold have faded today. Here's Bitcoin right here. You can see, look at that. Look at that downward pressure right there. So Bitcoin struggled with gold. You know, you look at gold here. Gold down to 44, 48 right now. So gold dumping too as well. So oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. You're right. I needed to remove the stop loss. I always forget. Thank you. Thank you, Sugar Trader. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, I would have shorted right there, right at the VWAP. That would have been bad. What's making the market go down? What's up, Tanvir? I don't know, dude. Or Tan Man.
I'm not just been steadily tracing down for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, Iran said they're putting together MOU. Oh, but look, the song came on organically right now, guys. It's the song. The organic song. Can y'all hear this? Just before the open. Look at gold break lows of the day as we say this. Yeah, there it is. We're at 441s. Or 4,441s. Gold's breaking down as the song comes on. They're taking profit to relieve pressure. This is our theme song, guys, just by the way. If you're just now joining us, it's the theme song. Alright, gold's still flushing. Yeah, it's Tanvir. Okay, you changed your name. I remember you, Tanvir. You've been here a long time, brother. Hope you're doing good, man. Alright, guys, we're at 441s. Did you play the song at your wedding? Yeah, this was my first dance with my wife with this song.
Yeah, he had a blade themed wedding.
Yeah, that's right. We wore trench coats. Yeah.
I like the little dancing emojis. It's funny.
Yeah, some people might not understand the sarcasm. What I'm saying. Of course I'm sarcastic here, guys. Of course I'm sarcastic. Father-daughter dance. Alright. Where's the Nasdaq? I got out of my long. It looks like it was time to.
Yeah, did Wesley Snipes officiated the wedding? You know, he was having some money trouble, so it was real cheap.
Right. Yeah. We paid him in vampires, you know. It's funny. A lot of people might not even understand. Like, they might be too old or too young to understand the Blade references.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I mean, they're making a show out of it.
Are they?
Already.
Yeah. Gold and short-term consolidation. It's not in a bear market, nowhere close. I don't know. Gold has pulled back a lot from its highs. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes left until the opening bell. 10 minutes. Let's see what we get here today. Who knows? Yeah, Blade's good. Yeah, we're dipping down. We're at 75, 236 this year.
I love that we go from that music to like an 80s jazz bar.
I'll say I like the jazz music. I like the jazz lo-fi. It's good. Like, I like the jazz lo-fi.
I mean, I don't dislike it. It just reminds me of like music from Shenmue or something.
Hey, what's up, Andrew? What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good, brother. I was an hour away. What are those swings? I mean, we don't really know why the market swung the other way here. The easiest way to put it is a bull trap. You know, we went up a lot on Iran State TV confirming that we have a potential deal in the works, and then bulls just took that opportunity to sell straight down here. Now we're hitting the VWAP though at 184s, so VWAP 184 seems interesting. I'll probably wait. We're up a lot this morning. Again, here's my stats on the day, guys. So we are up a very large amount so far, which is good. But I do not think I'm going to take any crazy trades here with the market on open data dropping in 3 minutes. You know?
JP Morgan's Diamond says equity capital markets will be huge this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. NXP Semiconductors guides internal utilization in the low 80% in the first half of this year and mid 80s in the second half, with the increase driven by some bridge stocks ahead of fab decommissioning and better fundamental demand across other internal fabs. Yeah, that was a big pump here. Again, the big pump was from Iran State TV confirming that we got a deal in the works. No official deal though, is what it is. So like, we do not have an official deal done here. So yeah, no official deal done yet.
Oil went down because oil was up. Now that oil is down, gold still goes down.
Yeah, gold is weird, you know.
It's very nonsensical at this point.
Yeah. Gold on a mission. Yeah, see that. We're at 30,215s. On the Nasdaq. Gold. I mean, gold is just... We don't really have any news to explain gold. Like, I looked at the tape earlier expecting to see some type of news. Like, in theory, right? Like, gold benefits from lower yields. So, like, gold with the deflationary aspects of lower pricing in oil, gold should benefit from that. You know, sometimes we get a rotation into gold, the lower yields are because people are not making as much on their bonds, right? And so people in turn start buying up gold and other assets. But right now, we're not really seeing that here. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. We'll see what the opening bell brings, but there is no deal. It's only manipulation. Precious metals, in my opinion, make no sense. They make their big moves in most random days. I don't know. AMD and MU memory stocks are flying this morning. Memory MU is up to 960s right now. So we have like DRAM stocks like MU pumping up. You got like SanDisk pumping up as well at 1600s. AMD chip stock up to 500 plus, but it's kind of filling some of the gap, but it's still over 500 for AMD. So yeah, Again, here's gold. 44s. Gold's had a wild 6 months, though. It really has. Like a wild 6 months. Yeah. As long as you have paper derivatives, market is highly leveraged against physical assets. Nvidia is interesting. It's lagging behind some of the other chip stocks today. I think long-term Nvidia is going to be fine, though. You might have other players, but look at Nvidia dip here. So, yeah, but long-term, I think Nvidia is going to be okay. Yeah, JP Morgan's Diamond says higher expenses likely to be higher, driven by better performance. It says equity capital markets will be huge this year. A lot of people looking at like Intel. Bitcoin. All right, guys, look, there's the market on open data, probably negatively impacting things here. Here's the NQ, 30,203s. The chart is scary. Bitcoin is falling like toffee.
Be back in a second.
All right. U.S. oil. Yeah, so we saw that news. Again, the details of the deal that we got earlier was this, right? Like, this is the details of the deal. I had it up. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Yeah, these are the details. So, military forces will withdraw. U.S. Navy will lift blockade in Hormuz. Iran committed to restoring Strait to pre-war levels within 1 month. That's the big one. State media says military vessels not included. Management of ships in the Strait of Hormuz will be handled by Iran in cooperation with Oman. The final deal is reached within 60 days. This will be approved in the form of a binding UN Security Council resolution. So those are the details of the deal. Look at Nvidia dip, though. Nvidia just had some bad news. Might drag the Nasdaq down with it, but look at Nvidia. Something bad just happened with Nvidia here. Look at this. It just dipped pretty quickly here for Nvidia. So Nvidia dropping pretty significantly. Yeah, we're dipping some. It's got to be some type of catalyst, I think, though. Let me see. Either that or somebody just sold. Micron's ascent from 500 billion to $1 trillion in cap in 48 days is the fastest on record, per Wall Street Journal. Dow Jones market job data. Nvidia took 490 days to pass the same benchmark. So maybe just MU making people nervous about Nvidia. I don't see any other news. Intel going up. Yeah, Intel's starting to rise. It's at 124s. Heading into the opening bell. We got less than a minute before the open, guys. Less than a minute. 25 seconds. Yeah. Alright, guys. Here we go. Market opens coming soon here. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed. Let's catch the opening bell here in futures and see what happens. But, yeah, let's get it today, guys. We're up $320 or so. 320 something on the day. Here's the bell. Good luck, chat. There's the opening bell here. So first thing I see Nvidia starting to dip down here. I see Nvidia dipping down as we speak for Nvidia. Nvidia dipping down at the opening bell. Nasdaq following it. We'll see if it holds, but we'll see what happens. Nasdaq is falling down to 30,160s here. Look at NQ fall. The Nasdaq's dipping down into this. Look, we're at 30,150 right now. 30,150. 150s now underneath that. Nasdaq is falling at the opening bell, guys. Look at this drop. So far, it doesn't mean anything. It's too early. Yeah, it's too early. It's too early.
What I missed? What were y'all saying about me?
We said we hate you. You know.
And we have that in common.
Yeah, we said we hate you, Britt. And you're a bad trader. Nvidia down to 212s. 212s. Starting to jump a little bit, though. Here, hold on real quick. Let's see. Where's MU at? MU is really what I'm watching today. I want to see if MU starts to move up and breaks 1,000. So I got to wait 4 minutes to trade. I can't really trade any of this here, chat. But there's the opening bell. Let's see what we get. Lisa selling oil at open. MU selling off. It is. Yeah, MU down to 930s here. And I don't really see any news. We got Michael Burry chatting. All right, we're at 147s, 146s here. Bitcoin dropping at the open. Told you so? Did you? Let me check the chat history. What did you tell me so on? No context. No context. I told you so. Now I gotta look this up. Let's see what he told me so. It ain't gonna go up from here. Look at the 45-minute candle. Laugh out loud. This was at 9:15 market time. Well, you were right, dude. You were right, man. I mean, I'm up nicely on the day. I was scalping movements, but you were right, dude. You said that right here. Shout out to Ice. I think it's the same Ice from Hocus Pocus, you know. But you were right, bro. You got it right, dude. Good job. Congratulations to you. You did tell me so. You were right. I told you so confirmed. I told you so confirmed.
Bring up Hocus Pocus. It gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
Bro really smug off of one candle. Why is Nvidia collapsing? Is anyone actually paying attention to Burry? Here comes the bull. Yeah, I mean, we broke it down here. Again, we'll see what happens. I gotta wait at least a couple minutes to trade first. AI fat is over time. Pack it up. Discount day. I don't know. We're still up so much in the last few days, though, brother. Like, look, here's the day opened up. We bounced off of the previous day's open here. Or not quite that, but. We'll see. Nasdaq still flushing down here. Yeah, Burry's relevant. I mean, he's got a bunch of followers. Bulls always win in the end. Well, long-term bulls always win. Short-term, who knows what's going to freaking happen, though. Yeah, honestly, this is a pretty flat opening bell. I mean, we got a red candle, but we've had 4 minutes of chop since then. Is this the market top? What kind of confirmation? I'm looking for an orb setup a lot of the time. So, like, look, really, I'm looking at something like this. But I need like a longer term orb, to be honest.
What's up, Blaze?
Hey, what's up, dude? So I'm just waiting here. I've already made a lot on the day. Just riding the trend up, really. It's been easy money on the long side most of the day, but now we're kind of bearish, and so I'm kind of slower. Now I'm going to wait and maybe look for some confirmation on the volume profile to attack. Today, Nasdaq green or red? I don't know. Is the Nasdaq going to be green or red? Okay. Remember the dude saying the video won't hit 210, let alone 200? Yeah. I didn't understand you. What? Understand what? Oh, what confirmation do I look for? I'm looking for an opening range breakout, which means like I'm going to document. Here's the 5-minute orb right now. So the 5-minute orb is breaking down here. You can see that big red candle. I like to go with 15 minutes, sometimes even longer term. So we'll see. But MU still flushing down. It's at 930s. Yeah, market looks heavy right now. We were up so much overnight, and we didn't really have news from it, guys. So we were up a lot overnight, and we didn't really have any good reason for it. Now, we got some good news earlier, which is that Iran State TV basically confirmed that a deal was in the works. It's still not finalized, though, but they did confirm the deal was getting done. And if they're acknowledging it, I think that's a very good thing. But because I'm up so much today, I need to wait on longer-term confirmations. Thanks, bro, for your live videos. Respect. Hey, y'all hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the notification bell. I know we got a lot of lurkers in chat right now. So a lot of you guys watch the stream. We got about 1,000 people here. You never say anything. And as a fellow lurker myself, I get it. I lurk too, guys. I lurk too. I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says that. But announce yourself. Subscribe. I know you don't want to. I don't like subscribing to channels either. Do it one time. You'll feel good about it, you know. 30,000 achieved. Yeah, now that we're... Sorry, Britt, I cut you off, dude. What's up, Klaus?
That's okay. I was just kind of agreeing with you.
Yeah. I know you guys are in there. But all right, Nasdaq's still flushing now. We're at 30,100s here. Sometimes I think I chat too much, dude. There's no such thing, bro. Look at this breakdown. The 5-minute orb worked really well here. Look at this. The 5-minute orb did break. As a lurker, I just subscribed. Thank you, Vince, my guy. Thank you, brother. Nobody lurks like John. They do say I'm the top 3 lurker of all time. Lurking while working.
I've been saying that for years.
You've convinced me. I'll subscribe. Dude, you've been subscribed, bro. You know it. I subbed a while back. Cool checking the stream while my AI is working for me. Look at the Nasdaq flush here, bro. MU's breaking down. Nasdaq's breaking down. Nvidia is flushing down a little bit. Gold is not flushing down as much. But it's still down. Big on the day. Not big, I guess, but what's up, David?
Just like you're leading that. This is flushing, that's flushing. Gold is not really flushing as much.
Yeah. MU is really what's giving back some of these gains. Profit taking. It's one of these like squeezes down. Chip stocks are squeezing down. They were up so much overnight. It's probably time. Consumer cyclical and SAS. So, you mean SaaS stocks? Software as a service, you mean? Walmart could be reversing. All right, look at this flush down here, chat. So we are breaking down. People selling for summer vacation. I want the orb, but I don't think the orb is as good now. I think we've broken down almost like a little bit too much for it. Oh, man, wait. The orb was right here, dude. Hold on. This is the wrong orb. Or no, that was the right orb. Okay. We'll get a bounce back up maybe off short, but I gotta wait here. I'm up a lot on the day already, guys, and I just don't want to push too heavy here. And so I'm trying to retain profit right now, but I'm giving us some time. What's up, buddy? Buddy Bags McGee. What's up, dude? What's up, UE? Nasdaq at 30,074s, 30,071s.
Damn, man, we're down almost $300 or points or whatever you want to say.
Bitcoin driving it also, yeah. And we've had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red candles in a row on the Nasdaq. 8. This is driven by an MU, Nvidia, SanDisk. Google's actually green and Apple's green since the opening bell, but this is driven by Google, SanDisk, memory stocks mostly.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back, we've had 5 on the 15-minute chart.
Yeah, we're down to 30,050.
Yes.
Is that the 5 you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big whole dollar number. 30,000 is the level, though. Here's 30K, guys. So I'm looking at 30,000 right here. I think 30,000 is the level right now. If we're looking at price levels below where we're currently at on the NQ, it is right below us here. And we've had multiple red candles in a row now. Multiple red candles in a row. Moving to space stocks. You think from sympathy from SpaceX? Okay, look, we're almost at 30,027 here. I don't know why I have this 27 level on my chart.
Yeah, we basically retraced all the gains of the day.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this 55 level too. Yeah, there's 27s. Look at that bounce. I don't know why I have it on my chart. Look, maybe it looks like it could be this low area here. Elf up 7%. Let's wait for the tweet. A red day. Who allowed this to happen? What is a red day, bro? I don't even know what that is, dude. I don't even know what that is. What is a red day? What's red, guys? Who's red? What's red? How is red?
Who's on first? What's on second?
Yeah. Who allowed this to happen? All right, look at that bounce. I don't know why I had that 27 level here, but we bounced right there. MU's not really hanging in there, bro. MU is broken down. It's starting to rebound back up a little bit, but MU is down. It's filling the whole gap since the open. Do we have a red or green day, chat? Red or green day, let me know. Asia overnight low. Yeah. Red day. That's the level. Appreciate it, red. Yeah, red candles. We're looking for guests for the stream, bro. So if you ever want to come on stream, dude, send me an email, beginnertrading@gmail.com. I got a couple people lined up for next week. Nvidia, AMD, MU, SanDisk, all pulling back. I think we'll still end positive. Maybe. I'm not buying this right now, though. It's too momentum heavy. Look at this drop right here. So we're about to hit 30K if the Nasdaq continues to break down here. Green day. All right, so we just hit 30,000 right there, 30K. Do I buy 30K? I don't think so, dude. I think the momentum's too heavy. Although we might want to hold
keep
here.
Falling.
Eesh.
Think it's gonna keep falling?
I don't know. With this momentum, look at this drop. Let me see if this is catalyst driven though. Hold on.
I didn't see.
I think it's just
anything.
momentum. I think this is just momentum.
I think so too. Unless there was a tweet, maybe.
Yeah.
Which I think the drop would have been more sudden if it was. So no tweets.
Look at this drop here. We're under 30K now. Nasdaq back under 30K. We have filled the entire gap back down here. Which is kind of weird because we got Iran confirming news earlier. Yeah, this is why I'm not buying this dip. Look at this drop. Yikes. Yeah, I don't see any recent breaking news. I think this is just momentum. No, the sky is falling. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah, that might be it. Calls are dead. Markets wait for the second headline. which says psych. Blaze, you still shorting oil? Or did you get out of that? Yeah, let me know. Market's going down. Look at this bounce back here. So we're back up over 30. Weird. Look at this bounce. Back over 30. No news to justify it. What? Can I make food? I mean, once I'm done working. I don't know. Go eat a snack, bro. I'll make you something when I'm done. Alright, dude. Dead cat bounce? Yeah, that's a big bounce. We kind of faded back down here.
Yeah, I took a little profit on it, though.
Sun's 12, bro. He better be able to make himself a bowl of cereal. Gold bouncing back. We're at 44.50s. Seller's exhausted. I don't know. That's a pretty big red candle right back down here, bro. Now I'm just worried we're going to get a big range consolidation, but it looks like we're going to crack this low real quick. I'll take a sandwich. What do you see Capital Games rotated into? I think it's about that time. Yeah. Hold on, look. Nasdaq breaking down. We're at 960s here. MU just cracked lows again. All right. All right, we're at 950s. 950s. Sox is lower. Nasdaq at 940s. When do the bears stop here, guys? Laughing Guy song? I think right now is probably a justified time to play it because he's laughing at all the longs right now. Hey, shout out to Brendan. Thank you for becoming a subscriber, my friend. I appreciate it, brother. Where is it? There it is. SanDisk, giving it back. SanDisk is effectively red on the day. Here's 30,000 though. I kind of want to short 30K and see if it rejects it. Negative GDP covered. Looks like the top is at the beginning of a pullback. I kind of want to start short 30K. I haven't really traded since the opening bell, guys. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but like, hey, you know. I'm trying to get back up there. Let's see if we hold. Do we hold here, man? I don't know. We're going to do a Lucid Flex giveaway as well today, guys. So we will be giving away a Lucid Flex. Let me set that up. I can let it at least work a little bit.
Heck yeah, somebody's in for a treat.
Yeah, man. There you go. You can enter exclamation point BGT and sign up. Hey, thank you, Keith, for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it, Keith. Thank you, brother. I'm not going to short 30K yet. I don't know if it's easy enough.
I'm just making 10 or 20 bucks here and there.
Yeah.
I'm too nervous to stay in it real long with the way things have been going.
Yeah. Look at this Nasdaq run. Back up. Dark pool sells 1.3 billion of BlackRock's IBIT as Bitcoin majors fall. Yeah, Bitcoin's down. Insiders are trading. SanDisk is starting to bounce back here, though. It's starting to move.
What about MU?
MU. MU's bouncing back as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, again, guys, you can do exclamation point BGT in chat. Here, I'll put this up on screen. Yeah, exclamation point BGT will enter 25k flex lucid giveaway. I'll replace the pin message here. Marvell? I don't know about Marvell, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Nasdaq started to bounce back. I'm almost tempted to short this now. At 50 level seems enticing. Look, I'm going to short this. Add a little bit to it here on a pop. We have a cushion on the day, so we've got some room. Immediate breakdown here. See if it holds down. Or I just get faked out. I wanted to see if 50 rejected. I want to give it a second, but I'm going to scale out of some of this here. Yeah, we're going to have to start cutting some of it. Yeah, I'm going to slowly scale out here. It just moved up too quickly. I'm out. MU just ripped up to like 950s and then came all the way back down. I got a long from 30,000. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could have stayed in this. It looks like I would have made money, but we did cross over. Dollar's ripping. Yeah, MU is fighting its way back here. Like, if you look at this, here's Intel. Intel's fighting its way back. So is MU. Like, MU's almost back up to 930s. I'll put this up on screen so you guys can see it. Exclamation point BGT will enter the giveaway. In face is popping. SanDisk at 1600, still starting to fight its way back up too. Maybe we'll get a big bull rally. I don't know, dude. There's Nasdaq dipping down here. Maybe I could have held. All right, we're gonna take a risk here now. If we can break down some. Here we go. Nice. I'm gonna immediately take some off here. We got a nice little breakdown. I'm immediately gonna take some more off here. I'm holding one left. Nice little flush back down here. We'll hold the rest close to break even now. That'd be so hated if we go back to all-time highs today. Feels like chopper down. You know what? I'm going to set a risk level here now so that no matter what, we're going to make money, even on the last little bit. We can let this break down a lot more if it does, and if not, we're going to make money anyway. Looks like we're going to get stopped. No? Okay, it rejected right at my stop loss. Perfect spot for it to reject. Let's see if we break down now. There we go. The little contract that could here, guys. The little contract that could. I'm going to cover it right here and just get out. What are we up today?
I did too.
Nice. Oh, so you're piggybacking off of me, Britt. I see you. I see you.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm about 4 something on the day.
Most I'm doing my own reading, but I know you're way better at it, so I do listen to you while you're trading and kind of.
Yeah, I get it. It's all right. All right, guys. So, just to clarify here, this is what we're looking like today in this account. 72% accuracy. We're up about 420 or so, 440, something maybe.
Heck yeah.
Pretty good. We can grind it up more. And I do think the days to make big risks are on days like today.
I'm up 236 on the day.
$90 oil would be a winner. JP Morgan's Diamond says potential successors inside the company board understand succession is the most important topic now. MU still coming back though here. Part of this is from MU rebounding. MERS news agency reported that a fire broke out in the administrative building at Amman Khamenei Airport near Tehran. So far, information is not available about the cause. Yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway, exclamation point BGT will enter it. Wait, am I in a freaking trade right now, bro? Oh, no, dude. I forgot to get rid of my freaking stop loss, bro. Oh, dude, this is like... It's a buy order, too. That sucks, dude. I forgot to get rid of my stop loss, bro. I lost like $50. I'm still up 370 on the day, but I'm still kind of pissed about it.
I don't blame you. I hate stuff like that.
It should auto get rid of my stop loss when I cover the position. I mean, I get it, but boo. Boo. Yeah. You don't love to see it. You don't love to see it. Yeah, it happens. You can automate that. Yeah. Midterm dip. I don't know. I think it depends on what memory stocks do here. Yeah, I really think it depends on what memory stocks do.
I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. I think I'm just going to take my little piece of profit for the day.
How much are you up? Wait, where'd my camera go?
236.
Weird. Selling based on news tomorrow. Well, tomorrow we have GDP and PCE inflation. Or no, that's Friday. Friday we have GDP and PCE inflation. Tomorrow we have jobless claims unemployment filings. So I don't know. Yeah, tomorrow we got Oh, no, wait. Tomorrow? Dude, here's the problem. Two different sources say two different dates here for this stuff, bro. So tomorrow we have PCE GDP data. I'm sorry. Friday, we have Philly Fed, President Anna Paulson speaking. We got good trades balance data. So tomorrow we have PCE and GDP data. So it's tomorrow. Okay, got it. Yeah, so GDP and PCE inflation tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, for sure, John. That's what I'll do from now on.
Yeah, and to
get it.
Your question earlier, I'm up 236.
236, that's good. And if you want to help support the channel, check out Lucid, guys. Again, Lucid, they give you a demo, they test your skill in futures. There's no PDT in futures, so if you want to trade, you can trade actively and day trade actively in the futures market, no PDT rule. Lucid, here, sorry, there you go. Lucid will give you a demo, test your skill. You pass the test, you can start taking payouts in your funded account as long as you build up profit. Lucid has some of the best, most reasonable rules in this. We're at 30,075. Look at this market rebound here, though. So again, if you want to check out Lucid, they are an affiliate of mine. I'm biased. Here's the link. Check them out. You can also, yeah, if you, that's the coupon code you use to get the max discount. If you do !BGT, it'll enter you into the giveaway to win a free 25k eval on Lucid. So if you win the giveaway and you pass the test, you get a 25k funded account. 90% split. You can start building up profit and taking profit. It's just a good way for beginners to learn. Most day traders lose money, so it's a good way for beginners to learn. So you only have to enter it once. You don't have to enter it numerous times. But we are green on the day. Feels good, man. Feels good. Will Reddit be the first Kramer call out that actually goes up? Maybe. Maybe early selling on negative GDP. I think PCE inflation is going to have an influence too. So I think PCE inflation will have a big influence, you know. Just because PCE inflation, what's it expected at tomorrow? PCE expected tomorrow at core PCE is the big one, which excludes energy prices. It's still expected to uptick 0.1% to 3.3% core PCE. Headline PCE is expected at 3.8% year over year. Yeah, I swing trade a lot. Lucid is very horrible. About what? Are you guys red or green on the day? They have the worst interface. You mean the worst I've ever seen? I mean, most of them use Tradeovate. This is a Lucid account right here. This is Tradeovate. This is what most prop firms use. Tradeovate or Ninja Trader, Quant Tower. But you can pick the platform you're on. Green. Yeah. I'm up 580 for the day on my Take Profit Pro. A nice red. Yeah, so again, Trump's going to be doing a cabinet meeting at 11 o'clock. Because the BGT code would never leave. I don't even know what you mean by that. You're blaming my code for it, bro? You're blaming my code? Definitely my code's fault. Alright guys, we're now up to 30,080. We're over 30,000 here. Let's see if we hold. I'm not able to resert my account. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, you can use my code for take profit too. You like take profit? Use it for take profit, bro. You know? It seems like the Lucid site's almost down a little bit too right now. It's hard to tell. This is just my internet whacking up, which could be. Agreeing with IBM, not by a lot though. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for something to happen. It looks like a broader short. Dude, my nose is still freaking hurt, bro. I got kneed in the face. I can't breathe out of my nose now, dude. Ugh. It still freaking hurts.
Maybe you ought to go see an otolaryngologist.
Whatever that is.
It's an ENT.
Oh, yeah. Long or short here, guys? It looks like a short. But we're back into the high volume area here. So we could just kind of, you know. I don't think either one is necessarily bad. But how do you get the volume chart on your right? This is a Trade of 8. So you go to chart settings, day volume profile right here. I mean, they're both different. I like Lucid because it has end of day drawdown options. Bro was throwing knees like it's Muay Thai. Yeah, he's a white belt, dude. It happens. When I first got started, my first 2 weeks of jiu-jitsu, I like boned somebody right in the face, busted his lip, you know. All right, so we did get a big red candle just now. Let's see if this holds. But look at that red candle. So it happens. My point. Robinhood is going to enable AI agent trading for stocks and crypto. Richmond Fed composite came in at 13, forecast at 4. Yeah, maybe it was karma. Could be. No, is it me or is my computer just not loading right now for anything? Or is it? Hold on. Hey, is the Lucid? No. Maybe it's just affiliates. I don't know. Maybe my computer's just being weird right now. How does it work with prop firms? I heard you're not allowed to actually make. No, you can make money. You just gotta follow their rules. There's some caps. It depends on which platform. The good thing about Lucid is that they use end of day drawdowns. So like you make, I can show you a calculator. If your drawdown's $2,000 and you got a $50,000 account minus 2, that means your drawdown's 48K, right? Intraday trail accounts will follow you up, meaning you make $500 in a day. If it's an intraday trail, your new drawdown is going to be $48,500. So it's going to follow you up. So the most drawdown you're ever going to have is $2,000 if it's a $2,000 drawdown intraday trail. End of day drawdown means like you make $500 and you bring account up to $50,500. your drawdown stays at 48K intraday, so it doesn't follow you up, which means that you can build up a lot more profit on the day, if that makes sense, with end of day drawdowns. There's a lot of nuance with them, but yeah. All right, guys, so we're at 30,000 again. Here's 30,000, a big level, 30K. But yeah, we're right at 30K. Now we just broke down under 30,000 again here. I'm tempted to short this now too. If we get a bounce, I'll short. I might not get the time to do it, but if we get a bounce back up to 30 to test it, I'll short that quickly. Small. Alright, we just jumped in. Oh, wait. And I'm immediately down. Let's see if we flush. Luckily, I've got a cushion on the day here, so I'm hoping we flush down under 30. There we go. I'm going to immediately take some off here. It's just taking too long. Looks like that was the right move. I'll give it a second now, see if we start to break down. There we go. There we go. Yep. Nice. I'm going to take some more off here. Lock in some more. I'm just going to wait on the last little bit. See if we start breaking down towards lows. Give that 30,000 holds. Overtraded today. I traded maybe a little bit too much, but we're still green. I'm gonna hold the rest of this break even though. Hope we break down, and if we don't, that's okay, but I'm hoping 30,000 holds us down. There we go. Alright, I'm out. We made money on the trade. White House to Al Jazeera says U.S. President said the negotiations are going well and clearly outlined his red lines. That just came out. Alright guys, we're going to do our giveaway in about 5 minutes. Your last chance to hit exclamation point BGT in the chat and get potentially win a 25K Lucid Eval Flex. I like the 25K Flex because it has a little bit better rules once you're actually funded. I like the consistency rules and more. So we'll give you guys 5 more minutes and then we're going to do the giveaway. Exclamation point BGT will enter. You only have to enter it once. If you entered it already, you know, you're in there. Up 500 or so. I don't know what I'm up on the day. I'm up 370 or so. So we got it as high as 420, but we ended up selling it because we ended up trading a little bit too long. Here's my stats on the day though. We're still pretty freaking accurate, but the longer I traded, the worse it got. But like you can kind of see my stats here. Like we are up for 370 exactly right now after fees. So pretty good. Yeah, crypto, you only have to enter it once, bro. Yeah.
Looks like Nvidia's getting down near 209, is it?
Yeah, CMU's still fading. So I was longing before the open, and now I'm shorting since the open. Yeah, Nvidia's close. The previous closing price on Nvidia. Yeah, so Nvidia previous closing price is like 215. It's back down to 210.
Okay.
Yeah, JB, your suspect there, bro. Looks like multiple accounts. JB Sports Love and JB Tech Trades. Ooh. I love sport. Me and my wife? Yeah. I'll allow it, I guess. But all right, guys. How you guys doing today? Paid viewer, of course. Who you talking about, JP? Hey, honey, let's take advantage of this giveaway. Yeah, I'm gonna go tell Carol to join it. Yeah.
Play your own giveaway.
Right.
At least 1 killed, 2 injured in unspecified accident at Iran's largest petrochemical complex at Asaluya on the Gulf Coast.
I'm pretty sure it is Asaluya, is how you say it. Haters?
I mean, that's
Definitely
that's my best guess.
Yeah, JB, I'm gonna allow it, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna allow it. All right, guys, we're at 30,050 right now. 30,030s.
Sleepy P, you trying to hang in for the giveaway?
Yeah, he is.
I don't blame you. It's a great giveaway.
Top 10 best supporter ever. Buy, it's going to, I told you yesterday, buy 1 contract and it'll fly up. Is that a Bible quote? Nasdaq kind of choppy now, though. Nasdaq kind of choppy. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and do this giveaway. I'm definitely going to win. All right, guys. Look, I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Exclamation point BGT will enter you into the giveaway. You got 30 seconds. What time is it right now? And the timer starts. Let me put the timer up. 30 seconds from when this timer starts. There you go. Exclamation point BGT will enter. If you haven't done it already. Exclamation point BGT. You got 20 seconds.
I'm not biased, but I appreciate you hanging in, Pew, instead of going crash out like I know is very attractive.
13 seconds. Or 10 seconds. That was a quick 3 seconds, huh? 5 seconds, I guess. No, you can use Lucid outside of the US, I think. And that's time. 30 seconds is up. All right, let's do this giveaway. All right, the giveaway starts now. Who's gonna win?
Round and round it goes.
All right.
Where it stops, John will tell us.
You only have to answer it once. I'm gonna let. We see some last minute people. I'm gonna let the stream catch up. All right, here we go. And the giveaway starts right now. And the winner is Conceive and Create. Show yourself. You have to join our Discord. Conceive and Create. You win. Congratulations to you.
Spoiled again.
Announce yourself. Show us you're here, Conceive and Create, and we will. Yeah,
Reveal
show us
yourself,
now.
so to speak.
You win, Conceive and Create. Congratulations to you. Yeah, so Conceive.
You mispronounced my name. It's Matt. Good try, buddy. I mean, I know you're joking, but still.
Nightbot is a cheat. Yeah. I'm Vanilla Sherbert on Discord, by the way. Okay, you're in there. Vanilla Sherbert. I remember you joining after the Sherbert conspiracy. So, congratulations to you.
Another Sherbert.
Another Sherbert went. No, just comment in the main day trading section of the Discord, and I'll send you a message with it. Appreciate you guys playing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I do have a nice video review of Lucid if you guys want to check it out today. So I will debut this after the stream, and so it'll just hold on, let me see. Let me change this to a premiere.
Yeah, you know, join us next time for next episode of Who Wants to Be a Trading Heir.
Yeah, the Sherbert conspiracy continues, guys. Yeah. Let me set this up. What's today? The 27th. What time is it right now? 9:22.
Yep.
Alright guys, so as soon as we close this stream, it's going to bring you to the Lucid review video that we got going on right now. And so if you want to help support your boy here on this channel, do it. As soon as we close the stream, it'll bring you there. Hit the like button when you get there, guys, if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys over there. Here, give it an end screen. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yep. It's gonna be a premiere, so it should send you there. Let me make sure we're set up for that. Also, give me a follow on x.com at Beginner Trades, guys. We appreciate it. But yeah, it's gonna be premiering pretty soon. Make sure the premiere starts before I end this thing. Oh man! All right. What time is it? No, we got how long left?
9:23.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do me a favor. When you get to the premiere video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on the channel. We appreciate it. Wants to be a trading heir? Yeah, y'all have a great day, guys. We'll see you guys later.
Later, everybody.
$9:24. What time is it?
9:24.
Okay, it should be starting right now. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Remember, Trump speaks at 11. Trump speaks at 11. All right. So. I'll see you guys over there. Y'all be good. Have a great day.
Later, everybody.
I know y'all are still here. I know. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. White House just more or less denies accuracy of report draft MOU with Iran, according to New York Post. Weird. All right, anyways. As soon as I close this stream, it's going to bring you to that screen, guys. All right, so as soon as I close this stream, it'll bring you there. I'm trying to make sure the redirect is on so it does actually bring you there. But yeah, I'll see you guys over there. All right.